Theo definitely killed the radio star in this case. Okay, so he was gaining 0 to 1,000 for the past 2 years. The only exception was August 2024. He got 2,000. That just means that it doesn't get single numbers where he's at. In November, got 8,000. So I wonder how much it's going to be in December. My guess is 0 to 1,000. And then his viewership, but he got 8,000 subscribers. His viewership gained views for 430,000 in October.
Are you researching dental implants?
There's a lot of dental offices that'll talk about doing their teeth in the day.
Again, according to the latest reports, I'm going to show you this headline. This is from the U.S. Sun. Putin unleashes hell on Kyiv a day before Trump and Zelensky's Crunch Peace Summit as tyrant bombards capital with strikes. According to the report, Russian forces launched a massive attack on Ukraine just a day before Trump's meeting with Zelensky to discuss peace plans. Look at that. How about when they say peace and safety, sudden destruction shall come upon them? I mean, you want to talk about it coming right off the pages there. Explosions boomed across the capital, Kyiv, for hours as ballistic missiles and drones hit the city, killing at least one and injuring 22 others. Here's some images of these strikes. According to, again, this report, it was a drone strike from Russia that struck in the city of Kyiv. A firefighter, again, trying to put out residential building damage during Russian missile and drone strikes. Here's another look at this. This is a very chilling images that are coming out of this. The attack began in the early morning hours on Saturday and continued as the day broke. The Russians launched a devastating mix of Kinzhal hypersonic missiles and Iskander, I believe that's how you say that, ballistic missiles, and a group of Caliber cruise missiles at the capital, monitoring channels reported. Zelensky, who is now en route to the U.S. to meet Trump, again, this is in Florida, guys, said the Kyiv was hit by almost 500 drones and some 40 missiles. The Ukrainian president fumed. Russian representative engaged in lengthy talks, but in reality, the Kinzhals and the Shahid speak for them. Moscow reportedly used the Tu-22 M3 long-range strategic bombers to rain hell on the capital city. So obviously, guys, this was a message that was sent by Putin in the wake of this meeting that's getting ready to take place in Florida with Donald Trump and Zelensky. So let me know your thoughts, guys, in the comments. Do you believe, now remember, according to this report, I'm going to give you a little bit more details on this. Again, the report indicates that this meeting, the first meeting, will kick off on Sunday. Zelensky is expected to arrive advanced negotiations towards a peace framework for ending the war in Ukraine. The main focuses of this meeting is said to be a 20-point peace plan. And Zelensky is bringing a revised version of a peace plan that is reported as being 90% compliant or complete. It aims to provide security guarantees for Ukraine from the U.S., post-war reconstruction support, and territorial arrangements. This is for disputed regions throughout the area close to the nuclear power plant. Ukraine is seeking strong protection to prevent future Russian aggression. The big issues that are on the table during this meeting is how much territory Ukraine keeps versus concessions demanded by Russia and Putin. Number two, the scope and timeline of security guarantees from the U.S., and then a possible 60-day ceasefire and public referendum on hard questions of if Kyiv can secure enough backing from Trump and Putin. It is noteworthy to say here that Russia has not confirmed direct talks in this Mar-a-Lago meeting and remains hesitant to meet directly with Ukrainian negotiators. And again, I believe Putin just sent a clear message what just took place in Ukraine. Then we move to the big meeting. The big meeting is, in my opinion, this one I think has got more prophetic significance to it, and that is the meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who will arrive for talks again on Monday. Now, according to reports in this meeting, what is likely to be discussed is the U.S.-backed Gaza peace plan that was initially proposed by Trump's administration, including Jared Kushner and Witkoff. This will be a ceasefire and end to hostilities in Gaza, a formation of a new Palestinian technocratic government, and international stabilization and security measures, and a demilitarization steps for Hamas. And then finally, a return or release of hostages and movement towards normalizing life in Gaza and southern Israel. Now, there is some caveats to this upcoming meeting with Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump that we need to discuss. One of these is that, according to the New York Post and other outlets, Israel's Benjamin Netanyahu is expected to pitch Trump on more Iranian strikes during this upcoming meeting. And now, we reported on this, I think, last week, if I'm not mistaken, but in case you missed that, we'll refresh your memory just for a moment. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is expected to pitch President Trump on a plan to strike Iran over fears that the regime is rebuilding its ballistic missile capabilities. Again, this is going to be pitched at this meeting. All right, Netanyahu will brief Trump on Israeli officials' increasing concerns that Iran is repairing its air defense systems and expanding its missile program, which were destroyed by airstrikes during the 12-day war with Israel back in June. The report indicates that the Jewish state also believes the Islamic Republic is reconstituting its nuclear enrichment facilities, including Fordo. The regime's suspected buildup will be presented by Netanyahu as a direct, I'm going to highlight this, threat that could require swift action on the part of the U.S. Now, here's another report. Benjamin Netanyahu to lay out red lines during Trump meeting. Let's read a little of this. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will present Trump with Israel's red lines regarding the implementation of the second phase of the Gaza peace plan, as well as offer an alternative should the administration's current proposal fail. According to reports, Netanyahu will not only present Israel's concerns, but will also question the logic of the framework currently being pushed by the U.S., under which the International Stabilization Force will be tasked with ensuring Hamas disarms. Quote, by definition, you cannot establish a stabilization force in an area controlled by Hamas. No country will agree to send its soldiers to fight Hamas terrorists and do the dirty security work. A second Israeli source echoed this sentiment, saying that, quote, anyone imagining a force that could disarm Hamas by force is living in a fantasy. Netanyahu reportedly emphasized to Trump that Israel will not accept the deployment of the peacekeeping force or the establishment of a technocratic Palestinian administrative committee to manage Gaza unless Hamas has first been disarmed. I want to hear your thoughts on this, guys. Do you think Hamas will actually be disarmed? The Israeli Defense Forces will not withdraw from any territory while Hamas retains its arsenal. Netanyahu reportedly will tell Trump, and the yellow line demarcating IDF control in Gaza will not be modified. Furthermore, Netanyahu is expected to reject any efforts to initiate reconstruction work inside the Hamas-controlled red zone, where 98% of Gaza's population is located, before Hamas is disarmed. Meanwhile, another report indicates that the U.S. is refusing to approve Israeli strike as Iran missile threats grow. Because remember, they're saying that Benjamin Netanyahu is going to pitch a second strike against Iran nuclear facilities, but as rumors and intelligence warnings about a growing Iranian missile threat continue to mount, concern is rising across the region. And at the same time, a senior U.S. officials are signaling that the Trump administration is, quote, not at this stage inclined to approve direct Israeli military action against Iran's ballistic missile program, despite heightened tensions and intensified Iranian military activity. The report indicates a senior U.S. State Department official told Israel's Walla News that while Washington continues to view Iran as a destabilizing force in the Middle East and beyond, Trump's current approach relies on diplomatic and economic pressure rather than immediate military action. All right, then we're going to talk about this. Trump could unveil Gaza's Peace Council government very soon. All right, let's look at this. The White House wants to move beyond phase one of the Gaza ceasefire process in January, but Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has pushed back, creating friction with U.S. President Donald Trump's senior team. Israel's Channel 12 quoted senior White House officials as saying the U.S. hopes to announce this establishment. Look at this. They're hoping to announce the establishment of a Palestinian technocratic government to run day-by-day affairs in Gaza in early January. Now, we just went over why there is being resistance and why there's kickbacks from Benjamin Netanyahu. They want Hamas, they want the assurance that Hamas has completely let down their arms and disarmed themselves. The White House also plans to unveil a multinational peace council to oversee the technocratic government's work and an international stabilization force to handle security in Gaza next month. That's in January. Trump could announce the Peace Council, which he has suggested he would head, as early as the Davos Economic Forum on January 19th. So there's a big date right there to mark down. January 19th. That's 2 days after yours truly's birthday. My birthday's on the 17th. So that's easy for me to remember. That's January the 19th. This is going to be this Davos Economic Forum meeting that's going to take place. And I want to say this again. Trump, they're wanting Trump to, or I should say Trump wants to announce this, quote, Peace Council. Let me know your thoughts in the chat and in the comments. Wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening, wherever you can comment. Do you think that the second phase of this Peace Council will be established before this Davos meeting at the World Economic Forum on January 19th? Or do you think this will drag on further? Will there be international pressure? How's this going to look? This is going to, again, this is a lot to keep on as far as alerts and paying attention to what's going on here in the Middle East. Now, do y'all remember earlier this year when Trump proposed this Gaza Riviera plan, where he proposed a series of proposals where himself and his administration would attempt to rebuild the Gaza Strip into a, quote, luxury coastal destination and high-tech hub. You remember that? And you do know, guys, that Saudi Arabia is one of those leading forerunners of those 15-minute cities. Again, all this push for a high-tech internet hub. We're talking about major cutting-edge technology, AI, all this whole shebang. We've talked about this before. This is interesting because this is getting revisited again. This is surfacing again. I'm going to show you the latest. Let me give you this. All right, this is according to the Times of Israel. The U.S. said to pitch Project Sunrise. So they're calling this Project Sunrise. It is a $112 billion plan to rebuild Gaza as a luxury destination. The reported proposals drafted by top Trump officials Kushner and Witkoff to be completed over 10 years imagines New Rafah as a seat of government. Gaza City is a high-tech, smart city. You think, again, I wasn't making this stuff up, guys. This is not conspiracy theory. This is their layout plan. A U.S. proposal to rebuild war-torn Gaza into a, quote, high-tech, luxurious coastal destination over the next 2 decades has been pitched to possible donor countries, according to a report this past Friday. The project, which would cost $112 billion over the first 10 years, was head up by the developed team of U.S. President Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, and Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff. over the past 45 days, the Wall Street Journal reported, as well as citing U.S. officials. Initially, the U.S. would commit to, quote, anchor the program by providing $60 billion while envisioning Gaza being able to self-fund parts of the proposal as it gets underway, according to the report. I'm going to say that again. The U.S. is committing to anchor the program by providing $60 billion. Stop. Last time I checked, are we not, isn't America like kind of in the red right now? Are we not trillions of dollars in debt? Are we not seeing headlines every single day about suffering Americans, worrying about welfare, worrying about Social Security, worrying about whether they're going to keep their job, how they're going to pay for groceries, how they're going to pay for their normal living expenses? Yet this administration, this is mind-blowing, guys, is going to spend an anchoring proposal of $60 billion toward a $112 billion 10-year project that's going to turn Gaza in the Middle East, not America, Gaza in the Middle East, into a high-tech smart city. I want to know your thoughts on this. I want to know what you think about this. According to the report, there was 32 pages of PowerPoint slides labeled sensitive but unclassified and detailing a 4-stage vision to clear the rubble, rebuild the strip, and take Gazans out of poverty. All of this has been shown to wealthy Gulf countries, Turkey and Egypt. Earlier this year, Trump floated an idea for the U.S. to take over and rebuild the strip, that's what we were talking about a while ago, and to create the, quote, Riviera of the Middle East. Y'all remember this? Well, in case y'all forgot about this video, let me show you this video. Remember this video that the Trump's team created? And they're showing you what their envision of this Riviera is going to look like. And this thing was loaded with idolatry. We talked about this. There's Elon Musk. You got the goat. Look, here you have these kids running around with golden heads of Donald Trump. You got, and that's just the beginning of this, guys. When you go on through this video, money's falling out of the skies. There's Trump Gaza. Hold on for just a second. We'll show you. There's a giant statue. Look at this. Look at these people walking around. Here's a pedestal, and it's got this massive statue giving the Nebuchadnezzar vibes of golden Trump. Look at all these. These are all statues of Trump. Golden heads, coins, little figures of Donald Trump everywhere, and again, money falling out of the sky. So again, I don't know how you feel about that. I want to know your thoughts on this, because we talk about this and people try to accuse us of having Trump derangement syndrome because we're showing him this stuff. But we're going to keep showing you. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. This was called the Riviera of the Middle East, is what he wants. While Palestinian residents were permanently relocated, his announcement in February is rebuked. It was rebuked by several countries, but was welcomed by the Israeli government. Wow. Trump has since walked back the provision for Gazans to be permanently removed. The 20-year-long roadmap would be completed in 4 stages, beginning in the south with Rafah and Khan Younis. I don't know how you pronounce this, but here, let's see how they pronounce this. I want to make sure we say this right.
Khan Younis.
There you go. Then the central camps before finishing with Gaza City. All right, the report goes on to say after essential work is complete, the luxury penthouse residences as part of the glitzy Riviera, as well as high-tech rail transport, would begin construction. One of the slides in this, what was this? Let me go back up here. 32 PowerPoint slides. Okay. One of these slides, seen by the Journal, is titled, quote, New Rafah, with the plan envisioning the city as the seat of governance for Gaza Strip. They would, quote, they would live in a city with more than 100,000 housing units, 200 or more schools, and more than 75 medical facilities, and 180 mosques and cultural centers. Look at this. Another reimagines Gaza as a smart city with tech-driven governance and services. And by the 10th year, 70% of Gaza's coastline should be, quote, monetized with the reported proposal estimating the strip could generate over $55 billion in long-run investment returns. So guys, this is a lot to take in. Let me recap this for you to let you know the magnitude of what we're talking about. We're talking about a 20-point peace plan that is being laid out for Zelensky and Putin with Russia and Ukraine. Then with the Israeli Prime Minister, you have this Gaza peace plan, wherein which there's going to be the formation of a new Palestinian technocratic government. There is going to be an international stabilization and security force, and there's going to be this peace agreement, or this board of peace, now we reported on this a while back. There's going to be 10 leaders that's going to be connected to this. You need to go, and I'll put this, guys, in the link at the end of this video, or actually I'll put it right now, right here, up at the top. You're going to see a little box come up. There's a video right there. It says, and it talks about, could this be the establishment of the 10 kings of Bible prophecy? You need to watch that because it all makes sense. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying the blueprint, the foundation, the framework of all this is being laid out right before our eyes. So guys, I think this was pretty intense information to give out because we got a lot coming up this weekend. We got starting tomorrow, going into Monday. We're going to keep our ear to the ground, see if we can get any kind of information that's going to come out of this meeting. If anything is resolved between Ukraine and Russia, I wouldn't hold my breath on that. And then it'll be very interesting to see what takes place with Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump on Monday with this proposed framework of this peace process in Gaza. So guys, thank you so much for coming on to the program. Listen, if you find any value in our content, you enjoyed this message, please do us a favor, hit that like button, help it get the word out. It'll push this out there on these algorithms. Go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell notification as well. That'll be a blessing to us and you as well. If you're listening by Apple or by Spotify, we welcome you to the program. Thank you guys for giving us a good review and hitting that like button as well. But listen, we do have a free app. We want to let that be known to you guys in case you don't know this. If you're new, you can go to your Play Store, whatever that looks like for you, and pick it up there. You can download it today, hit yes to push notifications, or you can go in the description of this video and it'll say download our free app. And once you do that, once you hit the yes to push notifications, you'll have all the information right there on your fingertips. Breaking news, prophecy updates, the podcast. You can watch, you can listen, whatever you wish to do, it'll be right there at your fingertips. And always, guys, if this ministry blesses you, encourages you, equips you, and you find value in our content and you wish to partner with ETH, here's a quick video on how you can become a partner of our ministry, and then we'll come back and we'll give you our closing thoughts and we'll give you some announcements. We'll be right back.
If you enjoy our content and would like to partner with End Time Headlines, helping us make more people aware of the times and seasons which we are in from a prophetic perspective, you can go to endtimeheadlines.org and click Support. Here you can give a one-time gift or a monthly pledge on our main website. This page also shows you how to give electronically through Cash App or Venmo. If you would like to give by check or money order, you can make it out to End Time Headlines at P.O. Box 1391, Monroe, Georgia 30655. Or you can give through our free End Time Headlines app by pressing the bottom right button that says Donate.
All right, guys, thank you so much for coming on to the program. I know it's Saturday, it's December the 27th. Like we said, we were off Wednesday and Thursday, so we wanted to come on here and continue get you up to date and get you up to speed with things that are going on. We plan on coming on tomorrow night as well, again, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then don't forget, guys, on Monday night, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on our YouTube channel. It's exclusively for everyone who is watching by YouTube. If you come over here from a different platform, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And these are Monday night live prayer and devotional sessions. You don't want to miss this. We come together with our ETH family. This will be a great blessing to you. And again, we plan on, Lord willing, being right here on the last Monday night. The last Monday night, think about it, of 2025, and what way to kick it off right here on our YouTube channel with our ETH family. So, listen, we're going to sign off for tonight. We hope to see you guys on our next broadcast. Until we see you again, may the Lord bless you, may He keep you, and may His countenance shine upon you. We'll see you soon.
Thank you for listening to the End Time Headlines podcast. We pray that you've been blessed and equipped by today's message. For more information about how you can help partner with our ministry, please visit endtimeheadlines.org.
there to help me.
I got something to cheer up, Jack. I go the other way. What's happening to me?
At Driver's Way, we have the car, truck, or SUV you've been looking for. We offer a 3-day return policy. You heard us right. If you just...
I need people who are trustworthy to lie for me. Yep.
Either, for example, I become a regular piece of content of a bigger creator, like part of
I become a leech to somebody.
an Asmongold podcast. If that then flips the common opinion on the internet about me, no one will care about their fucking bullshit anymore. They can,
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, I got like comments that said I was fucking crazy right after the Asmongold interview, but those went away pretty fucking quickly, really quickly.
make as many videos as they want. They're just not going to.
He's 100% going to collab with that loser Ben from Chicopee Peasants 2026, both live in Seattle, and both are e-beggars.
get views on it overnight. Flip.
Oh yeah, he's absolutely asking for protection. Absolutely. What the fuck was that text?
Part of an Asmongold podcast. If that
Yep, I want Asmongold's clout. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, he wants to be carried by Asmongold. Yeah, absolutely. Because he can't carry himself. We have all this data from years to prove it.
then flips the common opinion on the internet about me, no one will care about their fucking bullshit anymore. They can make as many videos as they want. They're just not going to get views on it overnight. Flip.
Good luck with that, champ. Exactly, yeah. Good luck with that, champ. It's absolutely going to happen. Alright. Asmongold begging to be guest on Xmas Marathon. Stalking while he's being ghosted. Yeah, sure. Oh, it's probably going to be the exact same thing as we watched. Probably. I don't know. Daddy Asmon canceled duty. Let's see if this is the same thing or something different.
Turn the lights back on.
It looks like it's something different because it's 12:23. He's wearing a different fucking outfit.
We'll get to see what's going on here. Thanks everyone for chilling with me here this lovely Christmas Eve here on DSP Gaming. I hope that you're all enjoying
Wow.
the Christmas marathon as we continue on.
Wow. Cool. Awesome. Dead air. Dead air. Scanning for contributions.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to say. A couple things. Number one,
Wow, you're gonna look down. Cool.
let's get the lights on. Number two,
Wow. Wow. A lot of dead air.
let's vote on another game. And number three, I got a question for everyone, but maybe I can check myself. Hold on. I'll check for myself.
I'll check myself. I'll put dead air. All hail Caesar.
Hey.
Rich biatch.
Come on.
Come on.
Ah, there we go. Bring your pain.
Oh my god, his back of his head is so flat.
Okay.
As I scurry around trying to figure everything, it's like it's so fucking odd. Like he can't fully extend that door. Like that's a fucking fire hazard.
Man. No, I don't smoke. I drink, but I do not smoke, so I would not be smoking
If you smoked, you'd be smoking on stream. Let's be real. Keemstar does it.
today, along with my drinks or anything like that. Okay, so let's do some polls again.
Oh my god, he's got the Santa hat on, but he's not talking. Yeah.
So let's see, there's 4 games left, so we can actually do a poll for all of them and see what you guys want to do next.
Oh my god. Dead air Phil. Why don't you just keep talking and like not pause it? Because it's like he's not gonna say anything. And he'll just stop talking when he says something. That's just how it goes. Because this man wants to type everything in the chat and waste his audience's time for some bullshit that nobody fucking cares about. But he thinks it's absolutely essential. And that's why he drops viewership. Oh, he's got 311 watching people. How many people are there? Clip him. He conquered addiction. He's a recovery alcoholic. Yeah. No problem there at all. No
Interesting
problem there
game.
at all.
I think that the Half Sword game has potential, but man, they've got to make that way better. Like the controls
The half sword, yeah, they gotta make it so it's fucking easy for him.
are a little wonky, and the fact that they kind of conflict with the camera is a little annoying. But I think they're onto something. I think that could be an entertaining game in the long
We've
run
got
if they
passion,
do
we've
improve
got
it.
determination.
before it comes
If we
out.
set our sights on something, you better believe
Okay,
it's happening.
so you guys go ahead, and in the meantime,
Also, like our
I
content
want to check on
was
something
all about
quick.
entertainment and being fun,
Are
but
you gonna
there's
fucking
also
leave?
this, you know,
Is that
sort
what
of
you're gonna
professional
fucking leave?
business
Plants
side.
Weird
One of the
Design
things
Video
that
was
we
Francis
knew
Holmes
was
by that.
basically essential was getting our own website.
Hey, bud.
So
Buttons
people
are
would
being
actually
pressed,
see
yeah,
the proper
absolutely. You gotta
official
press the
group
buttons.
who mean business
Important
and who can
thing.
deliver. And we always
Bunch of
had
men
this
stares
vision
seriously at this
of
fucking
bringing
monitor.
things into existence that
Even
previously
Cowboy
never
fan,
been
what was
seen.
your suggestion? Bramble.
We bounced a
The
plane,
Nightbot takes a whole
boat, and
string
a car, and like it was wild.
Oh my god.
So today,
Yeah,
how
this
ridiculous have 50 million followers?
We're in the
Yep.
billions of views.
Tens of billions.
Yep,
That's
rock
pretty
clip.
good.
Rock
I don't
Life,
know all the
this
things
is-
that we're
this is
going to
showing-
get to
this
do
is
in the
like-
next
this is
year
the
or
director
5
showing you
years.
such negative light.
We
Just
can do
showing
this
you
as a
raw
job.
fucking clip.
Anything's possible.
10 air. This is absolutely going to destroy your stream.
Do you know what's really fun?
He's
Make your website on with.
so dumb.
What a year.
And he's
Trips,
clearing his
gifts,
throat.
holidays.
He has a
But
fucking
all those
mute button
memories
now.
come with a...
Like the bad thing about this mic that I have now is
So for the
mute
record,
button.
I guess I can talk about this now.
I mean, maybe I should have got the cheaper one, but
Because I
that
doubt
did
it's
have
going
the
to
mute button. But I was thinking like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna be screwing with this, but oh well.
happen. I reached out to quite a few
Is this live? No.
different people to be guests
No,
on the
this
show
is
today.
a Judas Juice
rather
video.
than
It's never fucking live.
just being all gameplay
Look at that head.
the entire day. I actually wanted this to be a very different kind of marathon, which I think it has been. Having 2 guests already has been very, very fun. I had a great time.
Very, very fun. I had a great time. Awesome.
Having
King's tax $400. Okay, $400 in 8 hours. That's a little soft, Phil. I mean, it's probably like 7 hours because you know Raw Phil starts the stream really fucking early. So it's like Phil's not even running 3 rolls until like 45 minutes in.
Ethan, Ralph, and Kahul on the show. I actually reached out to some people from my past who
He's
made
probably just afraid something dumb comes out of his mouth. Yeah. Oh yeah, invite Rambo onto your stream. I'm sure he'll do that.
The
But
old days.
can't delay. Just get into a fucking Discord call with everybody that you've worked with on YouTube in the past that have been in your videos. That would be awesome.
But sadly, not really. One of them ended up being very sick and having a bad cold, and a few of the others were just
that sucks.
too busy. I was like, oh, that sucks. That would have been really cool. That was someone from like the old.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is Ralph still with Phil? Why the fuck he wants to talk to Phil? I guess there's nobody else to fucking talk to. I guess me and Ethan Ralph will fucking do that. Being fucking
fighting
terrible.
games and stuff like that need to come on. So it didn't work out in that regard. I did reach out to
Yeah. Robin Williams couldn't make it because he was dead. Brad Pitt had something else to do.
Admin Gold. And I actually said, hey.
I did reach out. Hey, are you gonna give me some more clout? Are you gonna convince your fans to come dump a shit ton of money on me? That's like
it's an answer to a question I get a lot from a lot of friends. I have a lot of friends that are not Christian, that don't believe in Jesus Christ, and a lot of them will say, and this maybe is you, if God would just show himself, I would believe. If he would show me proof, I would believe. And I understand that statement because at one point I was the same way. I felt Scripture wasn't proof. A lot of things weren't proof in the world. And if he would just show me proof, then I would believe. The crazy thing is that when Jesus was here on earth, whether you believe it or not, a lot of people saw him working miracles. A lot of people saw all that he did, and they still didn't believe in him. So what I want to cover in this video is the way that you can actually see God's proof, see the proof of God.
Joy is very hard to come by whenever you're going through.
What's up, everybody? James Lebecq here. Hope you guys are well. Thanks for tuning in to this broadcast. Look, I want to share with you something I don't always get a chance to share. It's my salvation story. Really, a bolt of lightning came out of heaven and really saved my soul and called me. You know, I grew up in Connecticut, never knew the Lord. No one in my family was ever saved. And but I do remember, as I was growing up, always having a conscience of the Lord. You know, I knew there was something out there. I knew that that I was a leader. People were drawn to me. And I remember it was August 25th, 95. Well, really, we would have to back up a few weeks. I was messed up on drugs, and I went to my buddy's house one night, and his room smelled like socks, so I didn't want to stay there. And I ended up laying in his couch, or his recliner. I was so out of my mind, I didn't notice his mother was there. And I'm trying to go to bed. It was about midnight, and she leans over to me and says, "Jamie, can I ask you a question?" I'm like, out of my mind. I look over to her. I'm like, "You're here?" And I'm like, "What do you need?" She said she had a Bible on her lap. It was like big enough to choke a moose. I mean, this thing was like, you know what I mean? And I looked, and she said, "I need to ask you a question." I said, "What is that?" She said, "Do you know who Jesus is?" No one's ever asked me that question. And I kind of looked at her, trying to blow her off, and I said, "Of course I do. Leave me alone. We all know who he is." And I got kicked out of a Awana program, I told her, when I was a kid. And she said to me, I want you to come to church with me. You want me to give you a ride to Six Flags? Is what she said. Come to church. I said, "I'll go to church." Well, I went. It was a Wednesday night, and man, did I know my life would be transformed. I didn't really feel like I fit in. I was kind of from the city, and everybody there was suburbs, but I remember a testimony that night. Somebody gave a story how they were set free from gangs, a gang life, and got delivered immediately, actually at a Benny Hinn crusade. And I'm hearing this story, and I'm thinking, really? And she said she was, you know, in the Latin Kings, and she said all these things. And then she started naming people I knew. And that's when I went, wow, this person really met the Lord. And so now I'm all wondering the whole service, could God really be real? Like, did he really set her free? And that night, my friend's mom that gave me that testimony, she took me home that night. I never had my dad in my life. My mom was passed out drunk ahead of me as I walked in the projects. But right before I got out of her car, she handed me a Bible. And she said, "I want to give this to you." And I looked at it. You know, I mean, look, I'm so thankful it was the Word of God. It was a Bible that it was a cheap little Bible, but it was a Bible, thank God. She handed it to me, and I walked in my house, my mom's house. She was passed out drunk ahead of me. And as I walked in, I took a left towards the kitchen. There was a window there. I was going to go back out with my friends. It was late, but I was going to go hang out on the block. And I put the Bible down in front of me on the counter. And there was something in me that just wondered, is he real? Is that story I just heard, could it really be true? And my thing was this, look, if there was a man that really came to earth named Jesus Christ, and he set people free, and he did miracles, and he delivers people from drugs. I'm thinking, man, I want to know him. And all of a sudden, I could feel the room start to change. And I looked up to heaven. And I prayed a daring prayer, and I just yelled. I didn't even know if God was there. I never opened the Bible in my life. And I said, if you're real, reveal yourself to me. And, I didn't know nothing about God, but I'm basically like, look, I don't know if you know who I am. What I said was, if you don't BS with me, I won't with you. I didn't even know the Lord, friends. But I said, if you're real and you show me you're real, I'll give the rest of my life to tell people that you are real. And as soon as I said that you are real, man, a lightning bolt shot out of heaven and hit me right in my chest.
Today we are witnessing a spiritual awakening in Israel, unlike anything we've ever seen. Hearts are being opened.
I fell right out. Didn't even know what was happening. All of a sudden, I'm on the ground, and I'm weeping, and I'm laughing, and I'm weeping, and I just feel this surge of power hit my chest. I'm yelling, and I don't know any other way to release this, this pressure on the inside of me. And all of a sudden, I start speaking in tongues. I didn't even know what it was. A prayer language starts coming out, and I'm like pinned to the floor, and I'm like yelling, Jesus, you are real. Jesus, you are real. And I was on the floor for hours. And when I got back up, my life was different. And I opened the Bible, and I knew that I was just going to give the rest of my life to meet that Jesus. The reality is we all have images of who the Lord is in our life, right? I thought he was somebody, that day she asked me, do you know who Jesus is? I was like, yeah, we all do. But the reality is I didn't. And the Jesus that I thought I knew was the one that, kicked me out of Sunday school. I remember, the bus would come around and pick up the project kids for the Baptist program. And I remember the day they kicked me out of the program, and they're driving me home to my mom's house, and they're like, you're never going to be allowed back here again. And I'm like, who cares? I don't even know what church is. And they said, we're going to tell your mom you're kicked out of church. And I'm like, you can't. She's deaf and drunk. So the truth is, we all have an understanding of who Jesus is, but do we really know who he is? In that day, I didn't just meet the Jesus on a page, right? If you Google Jesus, you know what's going to come up? Some pansy-looking Lord with a lamb over his neck, or some little, Spanish candle. What is this, friends, really? That's what you get when you Google Jesus. But the reality is, I didn't meet that, man. I didn't meet Google image Jesus. I met the God of glory. And my life was marked forever. There was non-negotiables. He's a God of power, and that was my prayer. Reveal yourself to me. Jesus said, who do men say that I am? And the reality is, friends, you may have had an understanding of who Jesus is. You may have had, some preconceived notion of who Jesus is. But when you encounter him, and that fire burns in you, and that power touches your life, you will never be the same. You know what I didn't have to do? Get off that floor and ask for open doors to preach. I didn't have to get off that floor and hope that someone recognized me on Facebook. I got off that floor and I started witnessing, man. I started seeing miracles. I started laying hands on the sick. Everything I read in that book, I believed. And it took a boy with no I dropped out of high school in 9th grade, man. I had a kid at 15 years old. It took a boy as a teenager that nobody would have called to the ministry and brought him to 70 nations around the world. That's the encounter. So today, I'm asking you the same thing. Do you know who he is? Who has he been told to you? Or do you know him personally and you know him in an intimate way? Because that fire, that power is for every believer. I do not believe that you and I were meant to live outside of encounter. Somehow we're just okay living on this low level of life, but we're supposed to be encountering God, and that power and that fire is supposed to transform us. The reality is so many people live attacked. I travel the world and why am I going through this? Why is this so difficult? You know when it's not difficult? When his power and that intimacy with the Father is the center of everything you have. See, the way in is the way on.
Hello, my name's Corey Russell, and I want to share with you my supernatural story. It's my salvation story. I grew up in Northwest Arkansas, a great family, and I grew up in sports. From 5 to 18, I was playing some sports: football, basketball, track, swimming. baseball, all of it. And I really gave myself to that. We would go to church every week, but I never knew Jesus personally. I knew going to church, but I didn't know Jesus. And so there was a huge hole in my heart because I was looking for something to live for, and kind of spent my high school years, kind of your normal jock in high school, you know, doing well in grades and sports, but yet I was partying at the same time. Well, at the end of high school, I was done with sports, and I go off to college, and I found that so much of my identity was found in the sports I was doing. So now I'm off in college, and I don't know who I am. And I really began to give myself to the more drugs, the more partying, the more alcohol, and the more immorality, but yet it wasn't filling my heart. I went to school for my first year, and I came home for the summer, and I got my first DWI, driving while intoxicated, and I couldn't afford to go back to the college that I was at, so I ended up just getting an apartment with my good friend and going to a community college in Northwest Arkansas. By this time, my friend grew up in a real godly home. His mom's a faithful intercessor, and he had known the Lord as a child, but he had ran off, and so we ended up getting an apartment, and by this time, really heavy drugs were moving through our area. And before I knew it, I had run deep into this. The hole could not be filled, and we were doing the drugs that keep you up 3 or 4 days a week at a time. It was a really dark season, a season of drug abuse and just being lost and not knowing anything. But yet I had a praying mom. My friend had a praying mom, and they were storming the gates of heaven and storming the gates of hell for us. And I want you to know that if you're a praying mom, a praying dad, a praying grandparent, I want you to know that God hears prayers. Well, it kept going on and on and on for that season. And we found ourselves in November of 1996 when my friend came off one of the drug highs, and when he came back, he was a little weird. He stopped talking. He just looked at everybody with real weird eyes, and we kind of put up with it for several months. Well, it culminated on February 1st, 1997. I had been at the University of Arkansas partying that night, and I drive up into his house another day to pick him up. He comes storming out the front door, screaming at the top of his lungs, "Corey, it's heaven or hell. Corey, it's heaven or hell. You have to make a decision right now." I didn't know what was happening. He says, "You got to give your life to Jesus." I go, "No." I grab my friend and we leave. And it was known that my friend had come back to Jesus. His mom had prayed him through a powerful 3-day deliverance. He got saved, and I got angry. I had put up with a weirdo for 3 months, and now he's going to give his life to Jesus? You don't get saved till you're 30 and ready to settle down. And so I was really hurt, really betrayed by him. 2 weeks later, he showed up at college. I was still in college barely, and he came and got me. He took me to lunch, and he began to share with me that for those 4 months, the spirit realm was opened up to him. He was seeing angels and demons, seeing what was controlling people, and he says, "Corey, you are being controlled by real spirits you're not aware of." He says this went on for several months, and then we were shut up at that last night in that house, and the voice of the Lord broke in the middle of the party, and the Holy Spirit said, "Satan is raising up an army, but I'm raising up an army too, and I'm calling you out tonight, and I want you to go call your friends out." And he looked at me, he says, "Corey, give your life to Jesus." And I said, "No, I don't want anything to do with Jesus. Take me back to school." So he drove back to the college. He pulled into the parking lot, and right before I got out of the van, someone came in the van. I now know his name is Holy Spirit. But I began to feel the presence of God move from the right of my body to my left, and before I knew it, I was shaking violently like I was having a seizure. All I saw was a tug-of-war battle between light and darkness. And my friend pulled to the back of the parking lot. He started praying. And after a little bit, he goes, "In the name of Jesus, I bind the Antichrist spirit." As soon as he bound the spirit, it manifested into a chokehold around my throat, and I could not breathe, and I knew I had to get out the name Jesus. I tried to say his name, but all I could get out was Jeez, Jeez, Jeez. It kept getting tighter and tighter and tighter, and then I finally took a deep breath, and with all the power inside of me, I screamed, "Jesus!" And right when I screamed his name, the hole broke off of my throat, and it was like God came and breathed into my mouth. And all I could keep saying for the next 5 minutes is, "I've got air, I've got air, I've got air." And after a couple of minutes, I heard the voice of God, clear as day, come into my mind. And the voice says, "Get out of the van, get on the pavement, and give me your life, you're mine." This was Jesus that was saying, "Give me your life, you're mine. I jump out of the van, I get into the parking lot, there's kids running everywhere. And I cry out at the top of my lungs, Jesus Christ, I give you my life, I'm yours.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
In that supernatural moment, I passed from death to life. I was forgiven of all my sins. All the years of drug addiction, alcohol abuse, immorality, the power of God hit my life, and I was instantaneously set free. Never had a taste for it ever again. And God broke the power of the devil in my life and washed me with love, wave after wave. I remember going home that afternoon and falling in my parents' lap, saying, Mom and Dad, I gave my life to Jesus today. And then I went outside and I sat on my porch swing for 2 hours. And for 2 hours, I was undone by how blue the sky was, how green the grass was, and how loud the birds were. It's like I had been dead for 20 years, and for the first time, I'm alive. Do you know that was 23 years ago that this happened? And from that day, my life has been forever changed. And what we began to see happen is that within the next month, I would have a drug ring of friends that would have encounters like that or bigger in their encounters. I end up leading my little brother to the Lord, who goes crazy for Jesus in the high school. And over the next 6 months, we saw half the high school come to Jesus. We saw a move of the Holy Spirit, 5 meetings a week at a local church, and the power of God touched our little community. I've never been the same, and I've been gripped with the vision that God wants to pour out His Spirit on homes, on churches, on cities, and on regions with the power of God. Friend, I want you to know that the Lord says in Acts 2 that in the last days I will pour out my Spirit on all flesh. And that I will do this before my great coming. I want you to come forth. And
one day, I was going with that same person who I used to make music with. We were hanging out, doing drugs as usual. And while I was at his house, I didn't know about spiritual things. I didn't really necessarily think about spiritual things very much. But when I was sitting on the couch, all of a sudden I began to feel like something's coming to entrap me or imprison me. I'm like, I don't know why I feel like this. And I started to tell my friend, I'm like, I know there's no police coming. I know nobody's coming for us. But I just feel like something's coming to entrap me or imprison me or something like that. I felt like I needed to find a way out. Like I needed to find a door, like a path to get away from whatever was coming to me. And there was just no way. So I'm in the streets. Time goes by, probably about 40 minutes, an hour, I don't know. But when I'm there, I just feel this thing come closer and closer and closer until eventually it overcame me. And in that moment, it literally felt like time stopped. Like I could only explain it like a movie, like the end. Like that's the urgency that was there. Like it's over. It's absolutely over. And I remember standing there in the street, standing there and just being like I gave up. Like I was like, okay, I guess I'm not finding a way out of this thing. And I fell out in the middle of the streets. All of a sudden, I was in a tunnel full of thorns. I was being dragged through it. And I felt eternity in that moment. I just knew, I'm an eternal being. And I hear a voice telling me, this is what God wants for you. This is what Jesus wants for you, lying to me. And I'm being dragged through this tunnel. And I just feel like my flesh just ripping over and over again. Ripping, and it was the worst pain that I ever felt in my life. And the worst feeling was that I didn't know if it would ever end. I didn't know if I was ever going to be able to leave the place that I was in. And I remember thinking, when will this tunnel, when will this thing end? Hello, my name is Jordan Ward. I'm a full-time missionary from Indiana. And I'm going to just get straight into my testimony. So when I was growing up, I didn't know too much about God. We would pray at the dinner table, random prayers, just saying thanks to God, but I didn't really know Him at all. By the time I was in middle school, around the age of 12, I think is when my parents decided to start taking us to a church. It was a very big church. I didn't really felt like I got ministered too much. I didn't understand the concept of Jesus, of the gospel, of what He did for me, and I did not recognize that I was a sinner that needed to be saved. So going on from that point, I had a few people in my life who would share to me about God, but I never really remember receiving the gospel like that and understanding like that I needed to repent. So by the time I got to high school, at that time I had played basketball like all my life. Like that was my life, was basketball and family and video games. So by the time I got to high school, I actually broke my ankle. I was supposed to be on the high school team, and then I broke my ankle in 2 places, and it was really, really bad. So I was going to all the practices because they still wanted me there, but I decided
Matthew 18:21 through 35, Jesus talks about that, how if we don't forgive others, we'll be turned over to the tormentors, which are demonic spirits, and they will torment us. So we gotta forgive people. That's one of the major reasons why demons have legal rights to torment us. Gotta forgive people from our hearts. Ask Jesus to show you how they were hurt. All those who hurt you, then you can truly forgive them. And then repent for your pride, repent for your sin, command the demons to go. So how do you know when people are manifesting with demons? They're going to have a lot of fear and anxiety, anger, bitterness, jealousy, envy. They're going to have a lot of sadness, depression, have condemning thoughts, pride. They'll have lust. They'll have sexual perversity. They'll feel rejected, try to make other people do what they want, try to control them, manipulate. They'll behave very, again, arrogantly. They'll lie a lot. Sometimes convince themselves that their lies are the truth. They'll be striving and arguing and be very selfish, taking Matthew 18:21 through 35. Jesus talked.
skip this video if the starving kids in Gaza don't bother you. Right now, thousands of kids in Gaza are going...
Something that I hear quite often is this concept of being a backslidden Christian. And when many Christians hear about it, they'll label themselves as a backslidden Christian because they've failed to measure up to the kind of Christian that they ought to be. I once heard a quote that said, Christians who aren't as close to God as they were in their past are backslidden. So what they're trying to say is if people can look at their past walk with God and see any point in time in which they were stronger in their faith than they are right now, then they're backslidden, because Christians should always be close to God. And I disagree with that quote. And the reason why is because something I try to promote here on Impact is looking at what the Bible has to say about particular topics. So when it comes to the topic of being backslidden, believe it or not, in the Bible there's only 10 passages that use the word backslidden or backsliding explicitly. So for this video, I challenge you to throw out what you think about being backslidden and pay close attention to what the Bible actually has to say about being backslidden. So to help, I've compiled a list of 10 points that come from all the 10 passages that have to do with being backslidden, so that Christians can know exactly what a backslider does and what God thinks about them. Hey Impact family, thanks for all your support in watching our videos. Please know that our goal isn't just to make videos, but to hopefully make a real impact in your walk with God. And if you haven't already and would like to support us, please subscribe to our channel and give our video a thumbs up when you watch them. And if you're able or want to give more, you can become a member and join our Impact community for the price of a cup of coffee each month. And right now the Impact team is working hard to build out a platform that gives our members exclusive content, behind the scenes looks, and first access to what's coming up next. And for this coming month, we've got some new things to announce, so if you'd like to be a part of it, please consider joining our community. And that's all. If you're interested, you can click the join button in the description below. So thank you, and back to the video. Point number 1, backsliders will leave God. Jeremiah chapter 3, verses 6 to 7. The Lord said also to me in the days of Josiah the king, have you seen what backsliding Israel has done? She has gone up on every high mountain and under every green tree, and there played the harlot. And I said, after she died for him. So see here how Paul's identity is all about God. So for people who genuinely want to follow God, like Paul, they need to own an identity that focuses on God. So let's consider the identity the world gives you. If you play sports, you're an athlete. If you get good grades in school, you're smart. And if you make a lot of money, you're rich, and so on. But it also works in the negative. If you can't get past an addiction, you can label yourself as a failure. If you've always had a problem making and keeping friends, you can label yourself as being alone. And if you feel like you're always messing everything up, you can label yourself as never enough. And the problem with performance-based identities is that the positive ones are shaky at best because they're like a never-ending race to maintain, and the negative ones are like a prison that day by day drains you of hope. So if you're someone that wants to follow God, there's two separate situations. If you're someone that's following God right now, own the fact that your sin does not define you. Jesus does. So like Paul, know that your sins were paid for on the cross, and then let go of shame and focus on God, and realize that you are loved by God and that He gave Himself for you. And if you're someone that wants to follow God for your first time, know that you are a sinner in need of a Savior. Yes, you've messed up, like we all have, but God came in the form of a man and died on the cross to pay for our sins' penalty.
Lexi, set me an alarm for 5 o'clock, cause I gotta go to bingo tonight.
A giant horse cock weighs over 11 pounds.
That one was my favorite. He's like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? Motherfucker. Lexi, set me an alarm for 5 o'clock, cause I gotta go to bingo tonight.
What's even more funnier is Trish, it says 446. 447 on me. And it's about to be 5 o'clock. Yeah, he messed with her Alexa, and it was really funny.
What the fuck? Motherfucker. Lexi, set me an alarm for 5 o'clock, cause I gotta go to bingo tonight.
I can't look. This black screen thing's in the way. I don't know how to get rid of it. I can't go back. What the... Okay, anyway. Let's get... Then... sales order. Oh yeah. The one where they go to the Powerball.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It is currently 8 o'clock right now, and the Powerball is going to be going on tonight.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. We gotta get up to the gas station and get our tickets.
Woo, Graham, just give it time.
Well, we ain't got that much time.
Brady, the gas station by the house closes at 10. That means we got, like, 5 hours.
5 hours, hell.
Mother. What's on your bed?
Well, ain't it for 10 million tonight?
The Powerball?
Yeah.
Hell no, it ain't for 10 million. It's for 1.8 billion.
No shit.
You didn't know that?
No. Hot damn, we gotta get up to the gas station. Motherfucker.
What's that smell?
I just shit in my damn pants. I can't believe it for $1.8 billion. Motherfucker, let's go!
Wait. Wait a minute, Glenn. What numbers are we going to go with?
They can pick mine. I don't know the what numbers, but I'm getting me some tickets.
We gotta pick the winning numbers, Graham.
We'll let them pick them for us.
I ain't letting them pick for me.
You never know.
I'll pick the numbers for us both.
When you pick the fucking numbers, let's go.
What are you doing, Graham?
I'm getting my fucking shoes on. I'm leaving.
I thought we were leaving for another 2 hours.
2 hours, Mike.
I thought your Western was coming on you wanted to watch.
That Western, I'm going to go pick me a damn some tickets. Stupid fuck. If I get this fucking shoe on.
Here, I'll tie him.
Leave me alone! Motherfucker. You grab my damn pocketbook. He go up there and get no tickets free. They ain't gonna give them to me free. Get it out of my face! Let's go. $1.8 billion. Motherfucker. I'm gonna up there and get me a ticket. And I'm gonna come home a millionaire.
No.
Oh no, a billionaire. Damn, Jake, hurry up. Let's go. The damn car's locked. Let's go.
Hey, look, a helicopter.
But that ain't no fucking helicopter. That's an airplane, stupid. I unlock the fucking door and let's go.
Lady, all good things come to those who wait.
Yeah, it does sure does. That's where we fucking lose out. Unlock the fucking door.
I'm gonna go get my car keys.
Go get the motherfucker.
All right, Granny, I'm going inside. What numbers should I go with?
I don't give a hurry. Get what numbers you go with. Get you fucking ice in there and get some. Go for 60, 80, 70. Go for your grandpa's favorite, 69. Get your ice in there and get them.
Oh, what do you mean 69?
That was his favorite fucking number. So, go!
What were the numbers again?
80, 90, fucking, I don't know. Get your fucking ice in there. But don't forget 69. 69. That's the numbers you got me?
Yeah.
Now, you better have, because that's going to be a winner.
I got him, Granny.
All right. But we better be getting on, because I don't know what time they have him coming on.
Well, Granny, my thing is we could be billionaires.
And not even know it.
Yeah, it could already be going on.
Yeah.
So we'll get home, we'll watch it, and then, hell, Granny, we could be driving a Lamborghini by tomorrow.
That's right. Ah, damn, let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna get me one of those cyber trucks that Elliot Dutch makes. But I got to get in it and tell it where to take me, and it'll take me any fucking place I want to go.
One of them self-driving ones?
Get anywhere fast.
But yeah, you should go check out that channel. It's funny, man. But oh, he's busy doing other stuff. You know. Always busy doing other stuff. Fuck it. I was,
Everybody, welcome to another video of our favorite pole-stalking warrior, DSE Gaming, aka Phil, aka Philip Burnell, the guy who first on Matrix. So I've not been able to keep up with the robust story of content that DSE churns out daily, or the amount of flipping that gets done of this man day in, day out. So I'm a little out of the loop right now, but apparently on Christmas Day, DSG said he was setting
he had something. He did something with his setup.
And this is the type of stuff he actually should be uploading, not raw gameplay, to his video segments because they actually get viewership. Look, 4.6 thousand views. That's more than 10 gameplay stuff put together. The evidence is...
My little miracle is Beckett. They look great. A month after his third...
So is it possible to lose your salvation? Or is it true that if you get saved at some point in your life, you're always saved? This question can cause a lot of stress, because what if we really mess up? Can we sin so badly that we lose our salvation? There seems to be a lot of disagreement on this question, so I'd like to add to the discussion by sharing 7 thoughts. Thought number 1, someone is saved because of their faith, not their good works. Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8 and 9. For by grace you have been saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of God, not of works, lest anyone should boast. In this passage, Paul talks to the church of Ephesus, and he tells them that they are saved through faith, not their works or good deeds. So I need to make this clear. What determines someone's salvation is the fact of whether or not they have faith in Jesus and his death for their sins. And like Paul said earlier, a person cannot earn their salvation by filling their life with a bunch of works or good deeds. Otherwise, people could be capable of boasting. Thought number 2, saving faith must have works. James chapter 2, verse 26. For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead.
What would be more funny is when they try to find another job, because they're not going to get one. Please get some...
And it's like they didn't ban you, they demonetized you, which there's a point, because you're an aggressive e-bagger. Like, and then they banned you for a little bit for saying the N-word, so.
For Ninja Gaiden 4 tonight, I don't know what happened.
He says slurs constantly, that's wonders why YouTube flags the streams. Yeah, potentially. Like, I'm also thinking why he separates the gameplay is because the podcast he goes on, he starts bitching and starts saying slurs. So it's like, oh, the podcast may not be monetized, or maybe a $1 sign for the gameplay, maybe. If that makes any sense. Phil just went live, yeah, that sounds about right.
The other streams have done well, I don't know why this one's not doing well. If you say moral support is the preferred method of support, I'm going to ban you right now, okay? And I'll just remove the moral support.
If you refuse to get, if you buddy and are joking about it, I'm not gonna joke with you because this is a serious business. That's what he doesn't get, Phil. It's entertainment. He takes it like he's an office worker. Like he's got a suitcase, he's going in, he's riding his car across the flooded highway.
Yeah, I will. So cut the shit. Thank you to Alex Rollo, the gamer, who gifted 5 memberships to the community on YouTube today. Alex
Everybody's a gamer.
Rollo just gifted another 20 memberships.
And then we never hear from Alex Frollo ever again.
Well, guys, I think we have a problem. Alex Rollo is a brand new account from today. I don't know if the memberships you're gifting are real or not. If you were to do a super chat and it shows that this is United States currency, then I know that the memberships are legit. I hope it's real. I hope it's legit. I want to trust it, but your account is brand new. Yeah, a super chat. If you do a super chat and it shows that it's in USD, then I know that it's real. All right, so you did a $2 super chat. And he says,
Here you go, Phil. I'm a real person from the US of A.
Here you go, Phil, and it is USD. So now the question is, do we trust it? How about this, Alex? From now on, we do super chats to those I can trust if you're doing them in USD. Okay? Exactly.
He's playing routine. Yeah, I have no fucking interest in that game.
That's what people are saying. Maybe he swapped his VPN.
Alright, I'm gonna give y'all a game. Number 1, surefire, never fail way to figure out if someone has a demon. Let's get to the show. We're just gonna get right into it and get into the material. So we're gonna start with, a lot of people believe in ghosts and ghouls and spirits, but I need y'all to believe in demons. And this comes from the book of Revelations, when it says 1/3 of the angels rebelled against God alongside Satan, the devil, and were kicked out of heaven. And so we have to understand, what does it mean for a person to be demon possessed? And what we see in the Bible is that demons need a host and a vessel, right? So we, as a living body, can actually house either clean spirits, like the Holy Spirit, which comes from God, or you can house unclean spirits like demons and devils. And this comes from the book of Matthew. It says that as, in short, a unclean spirit or a demon is casted out, it goes and roams, wandering to and fro, where they may rest, or found like a house or a vessel. And when they find that there's nowhere to go, they return to their house with 7 demons more worse than the first. So you need to know that either you are a carrier of the Holy Spirit, or you're a carrier of unclean spirits. Bow. So you need the blood of Jesus and the name of Jesus to seal you. Alright, so this is you as a person and as a vessel. So how can you spot other people as vessels? Number 1, surefire way to spot if someone is demon possessed, give them a direct no. Okay, and you're probably asking, like, Winston, why does a direct no matter? It comes from manifestation. And so when it comes to the devil or Satan or Lucifer, whatever you want to call him, when he was rebelling against God, his primary sin issues were twofold. Number 1, the sin of pride. Boom. And then number 2, the sin of rebellion, right? And so when we, in short, had Adam and Eve rebel against God and disobey his commandments, we automatically fell under the authority, the kind of rule and default of the devil. So our natural makeup is not godly. It's not right. It's not good. It's actually evil. And so that's why the Bible says that you must be born again and you have to be a new creation. All right? So our flesh and our old man naturally rebels against God, rebels against authority, and rebels against any lordship in our life, right? So just a practical example, ladies, when you're talking to a dude, just in the street, or a stranger is like, hey, you're so beautiful, I want to get your number, blah, 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 blah. And then if you say something like, oh, I have a boyfriend, it's pretty cordial and it's pretty cool. Boom, right? But when you say a direct no, right, they start to just cuss you out and just say crazy stuff. Why? Because of that dormant, unclean spirit that's in them that just manifests in rebellion against authority. And so we see this, and not just in romantic relationships, we also see this in our households. Why is in the 10 Commandments, honor thy mother and thy father in there? The only promise, the only commandment with a promise attached to it, because that is your spiritual authority in your household, in your family dynamic. So likewise, when we see people rebelling against against teachers, students, that is another hedge of authority. And so a direct no makes every unclean spirit that's in a person have two options, like literally two options. Either you have to submit to the authority and humble yourself, just like humbling ourselves to God, or you manifest and rebel against God, just like Satan, right? So a lot of us are conflict avoidant. And the spirit of God is power, authority, and dominion. So you can, in short, hide and keep on a good front when you don't have direct conflict, when you're very passive about things, right? But when you have direct authority and a direct no, you know you have to do? Either you obey or you rebel. And so we see this in the New Testament where it says the spirit of the Antichrist is already in the world. So the devil, being the prince of the air and also the prince of this world, already has rule and dominion as the permissive will of God allows him. So the Holy Spirit has come to rebuke the world in sin, in righteousness, and in judgment. And so he is eternally judged, and no unclean thing will enter into the kingdom of God. So you either have to look like God in holiness, being reborn, or you're automatically, your default, your natural disposition is behaving in the same manner as the devil when it comes to rebellion, the spirit of the Antichrist, and just going against authority. So our overall message verse comes from Romans 10:9. All those who confess that Jesus Christ is Lord and believe in their with their mouth and believe in their heart that God raised them from the dead, they are saved. So why is that? Everybody wants Jesus as Savior. That's easy because that's a yes. Everyone wants to go to heaven. Yes, we want all the benefits. We want all the inheritance. But obedience, submit.
Did you know that you can have permanent teeth in just 24 hours? That's right. Only 24 hours and your new smile is ready. And with a
Its total base value is 480, so like over a quarter of its stats are in its attack. Like 132 is an absurd attack stat. It's mega evolved. It goes from 132 to 157, and then the other stats get buffed up by a lot. Speed actually goes down, that's interesting. But its defense and special defense go up by a lot. But it has 157, which is monstrous attack. So, combined being with Megas, this is a hard fucking battle.
Do I get instant kill?
And there's two of them. Dynamic Punch, Rock Smash. Fly, okay, at least 3 of the 4. Alright, so all those moves are super effective. Okay, at least he did that. Yeah, it's a cool Pokemon, it's just the typing's awful. And that's just a problem because they made Ice type. Like, they thought Ice type was going to be this game-breaking thing. But since it resists nothing, it's terrible. And it has 4 weaknesses that are... 3 of the 4 are, like, the most common attacking types.
Dude, no matter what, I get insta-kill. What do you want me to do?
Have a better team. Like, do you have any Pokemon that resists their attacks? No. Do you have any Pokemon... Like, Ice Fighting is a good coverage offensively, but it's like... Do you have a pure Fairy type? No. That would be one. Do you have Pure Fairy, Psychic would resist fighting, a mono water type, that would be another one. Fire would at least be neutral, resist the ice. I mean, then you have Earthquake, so Earthquake, yeah, it has Earthquake too. Have fun with that. It's got range. That's why, like, it knows Dynamic Punch and Earthquake, so that's a very good,
5 terrifying and creepy cases of demonic possession. Demons are known throughout history as evil beings that have fallen from the grace of God. Today, demonic possession is still a highly contested issue among the public. Do demons really exist, and if so, do they have the power to overtake the mind and body of an individual, causing them to do unthinkable and sometimes horrific acts? The following cases point to this being a reality. Here are 5 terrifying and creepy cases of demonic possession. Number 5, Anna Eklund. Anna Eklund, also known as Emma Schmidt according to official Vatican records, was a devout Catholic girl living in Wisconsin in 1882. For most of her childhood, she was considered to be like any other girl her own age. However, once she turned 8 years old, a steady and noticeable change began to emerge in her personality. Despite growing up a devout Catholic, she suddenly showed signs of aversion to the church and pretty much anything religious or holy. She had begun hating the priesthood and showing an unhealthy fascination and interest.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
And perverse sexual acts. By the time she turned 14, there were clear signs that she was demonically possessed. As for the reason for her possession, it's believed that Anna's father, James, and Aunt Minda dabbled in witchcraft. After harboring resentment at his devout child's refusal to have an incestuous relationship, James and Nina supposedly cursed Anna repeatedly, while also tainting her food with various herbs. Multiple doctors could not find any medical reason for her condition, and several years later, on June 28, 1912, Father Theophilus Resinger performed the first exorcism on Anna, but it failed. It would take several more years before another exorcism attempt would be made. No one knows for sure what happened to her life in between, and there are very little facts and information relating to the details of her case. However, it is known that the first priest, Father Resinger, is the same one that performed the final exorcism on Anna. To keep her safe, the priest removed her from town and placed her in a convent. Anna by this time was 46 years old, and while living with the nuns, her condition only grew worse. She would spit and vomit and speak foreign languages she had no way of knowing. Every time the nuns would bless her food before entering her room, she would know and throw it on the floor. Any food they didn't bless, she would eat just fine. It would take 3 full exorcisms before the clergymen declared Anna free from the demons that haunted her. She was supposedly possessed by a lot of entities, including those of her father and aunt. She stayed in the convent for 23 days in total, suffering through a horrific slew of attacks in between. In the end, all the entities that had possessed her left, and it was just 2 days before Christmas when she was finally freed. Those who witnessed the exorcism heard piercing screams as the very last of the demons left her body, and they said that when Anna finally regained her consciousness, her first words were a praise to Jesus Christ. Number 4, Clara Germanosio. While serving in the Marianne Hill Mission School of South Africa in 1906, Father Erasmus Horner heard a strange confession from a young 16-year-old girl.
No, he's dumb. Or, go back and grind. Shorty Index, like, what the fuck are these names? Yeah, Mega Evolve immediately. And now you're gonna die. Mega Evolve immediately, do damage to one of them, and then deal with the other one.
Look, that's it. One hit. That doesn't make any sense, that one hit.
Oh no, like I told you, it has an absolutely atrociously high attack stat. So you need Pokemon with very high defense. It's using all physical moves. He knows nothing about this, so he's like, it's just destroying him.
Murders your whole team. That is insanely stupid.
Oh, and they're pissed. Like, those anger signs mean you can't catch them. So you can't catch them, they have to fight.
Done. He didn't even get to attack.
What is he even
Staraptor
doing
is
here?
incredibly frail. Arbok has no defense. Glaceon is going to get destroyed by any fighting attack. Does Greninja have good defense? It is, oh wait, 67 defense. No, not cutting it. That's mediocre. Diancie. Does Diancie have good defense? Diancie should. Diancie has 150 defense, but not a good type matchup.
67
Mega Diancie,
defense.
oh, and if you Mega Evolve it, its defense goes down to 110, which is still really good, but it's just a type matchup, it doesn't resist it. Tatsugiri. Tatsugiri is Dragon type. Tatsugiri's defense is 60. Oh, it's Water Dragon too. It's Water Dragon like Dondozo. Why'd they make both of them? Its Mega form, which it's not showing what the artwork is 90. Okay. Oh, I think it's 9. I think they're all together, but it's like, yeah. The defense is not cutting it. It's like you need like a fucking Steelix
How does
defense.
he know all this?
Joe, the game is busted. This fight should not be like. They.
Yeah, he's running in with a fucking, like, a team that's not optimized at all. It's like, if it's gonna be weak to something, don't let it be weak to the stab attacks. So, like, be weak to Earthquake, don't be weak to Ice Punch and Dynamic Punch or Rock Slide. Or, like, be weak to
Can't
Rock
use
Slide,
it as
don't be weak to
Earthquake.
Ice Punch and Dynamic Punch.
Legit.
I haven't been to the grocery store in months because this delivery service offers hundreds of high-quality, non-GMO.
Okay, like, the thing is, everything you do is, like, it's just, like, you're fucked because they have range. That's why people are saying this is tough, and it's like, Phil, he stands no chance. Oh, they're even saying you need a more balanced team. Is there such a thing as fire Pokemon? Yes. If you had a fire fairy type, but are there any of those, do fire fairy even exist as a type? I mean, Delphox, fire psychic, that would be a type. That would be a type. Fire fairy. Fire fairy Pokemon. I don't think there is one. There's grass fairy, there's water fairy. No. There is not a fire fairy. There's a water fairy, a grass fairy, but no fire fairy. That would be just like insane coverage range.
God, my head hurts. Oh.
I can't heal. I can't even open a menu. Obviously, you're supposed to be able to open a menu. It won't even let me.
Oh, he finally fucking Mega Evolved. Yeah, he doesn't care as long as they pay, but now he's reaching.
I can't open a menu to heal it. It didn't make any sense.
Dude, you're opening a menu to heal it right now. He doesn't get that there's what there is there's a cooldown, so you can just spam healing items.
No, there's no trick to this. It's just broken. There's no reason why.
Yeah, the sucky thing about the DLC is that all the base game will go on sale for like it's 60, so the Switch 1 version will go on sale like for $42 or $40 like at one point each year. The Switch 2 will probably go down to 50, but like the DLC will never go on sale.
You should be in this tiny arena trying to fight like this. It's nuts. It's absolutely wildly nuts.
Yeah, look at that Randy.
Yeah,
Randy can't do shit. Yeah, Delphox would be useful. It would be weak to Rock Slide and Earthquake, but it's like, when you have Ice fighting Rock and Ground, it's going to hit for everything. Pretty much every single type super effective. And I think that's why people are saying this is so tough. It's like, because it doesn't have a move, it can use any fucking move, and it's gonna fucking hurt. Rock Smash, okay. That's a weak move.
Oh, fuck, my head hurts.
Absolutely stupid.
Oh, you know what? Ghost type. If you used a pure ghost type, it would be immune to fighting. Gengar, if Gengar had fucking levitate, you'd be good to go in this fight. It doesn't, so it's weak to Earthquake. But if you use Mega Baynet would not get hit by the fighting attacks. It would just get hit by Ice Beam. So that's a Pokemon where it's feasible, but I think Baynet doesn't have a lot of pull. Is Dust Noir in the Dex? Defense 65. Mega Baynet. Oh, defense is terrible too, so you gotta hit first. Yeah. He's fucked. Is there like any counter? Like, is there any fucking counter? Pokemon Legends ZA Pokédex. I don't think, like, just scrolling through the decks that there's a single fucking counter to that. Like, yeah, guys, I don't think there's any single Pokemon they have that's like an automatically just resists. Like, I'd say Florges. Defense terrible, yay. It's like any Pokemon with high defense. It's like it would just be like, oh, a Steel type, for instance. It has the coverage to deal with it. So it's like you gotta be like, the game expects you to be at like level 150 or like know the attacks is like extremely well. Like you put like Protect on your Pokemon, so you know exactly when to use it when they're using a move. It's just shit like that, and he doesn't understand that, any of these concepts.
She didn't even hit once. She couldn't hit. The game cheated and wouldn't even let me hit him.
The game's fucking cheating, of course. No, it's because the fucking things outspeed you.
Even though it's the weakness, I couldn't use an attack. This makes no sense at all.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, like, Malamar? Malamar, okay. Mega Malamar has... Malamar base has 88 defense. Mega Malamar still has 88 defense. Halucha, okay, Halucha. Halucha is like the one thing that's a counter. Because fighting it resists. Its defense is 100. Mega Halucha. Mega Halucha you would use for this fight. That's one Pokemon. Because Rock is neutral. Does not get hit by ground. Ice is neutral. And then what's its other attack? Fighting it resists. So Mega Halucha is the one fucking counter in the entire dex, because that just shows you when it has a spread like that, it's got coverage for everything. Like Steel Pokemon, for instance, they have high defense, but it's like you use Steelix, for instance, you're weak to Earthquake and you're weak to the fighting attacks. So Steel is no go. So you have Mega Halucha. Mega Halucha is pretty much it. And then Phalanx, okay, Phalanx could be another one. Mega Phalanx is a 135, so that's another counter. So you've got to rock Mega Halucha, Mega Phalanx. Skarmory. Mega Skarmory has 100. Mega Skarmory is 110% defense, but its base form is 140. That's weird. I mean, I guess because its attack goes up from 80 to 140. So Mega Halucha. So this entire dex, like, get this, counters. So you're fucked with this fight, because the dex doesn't give you a lot of counters because of all the types they have. Like, you can obviously round that out with other shit, but it's like Mega Phalanx, Mega Halucha. Oh, you can use Mega Heracross too. Mega Heracross, that's another one. And then maybe Mega Skarmory or Base Skarmory. So that's 4 Pokemon of the entire dex that don't get hit for super effective damage and have like a decent chance of being counter. Like Baynet, okay, Baynet could be a 5th Pokemon. Maybe Mega Sableye, but Sableye kind of sucks. It's just so much fucking firepower. Alright, Slowking, Water Psychic. Okay, that works. Slowking works. Even though the defense is not good, but Slowking, that's a counter. Water Psychic. So they're Pokemon, but it's not a lot. It's just because it's just got such range. Alright, Clefable's another one. Just like base fairy types, or just, I said before, Starmie, Mega Starmie, Starmie 85 defense, Mega Starmie 105 defense, Mega Starmie, that's another counter. So there you can build a team that gives you a chance for this site. Mega Emboar, okay, yeah, you're actually Mega Emboar. Why did I miss that? Absolutely, Mega Emboar, absolutely. Its defense fucking sucks. It's 75, but it's like. Oh, you know why I didn't think of that? Because of Earthquake. But Mega Emboar, like, it's at least a Pokemon that's not gonna like die instantly like Glaceon.
Awful. It's legit awful.
Yeah, like you basically have to like know your shit and then just be like 150 or above to beat this fight. It's like the base game, like they expect you to be like 85. They expect all your Pokemon to be above 85 before you do the DLC. Ket uses Mega Phallus from Tyrone.
I still can't use the satchel. Why not?
Because there's a cooldown time.
So I have to run around in a circle, keep reviving?
Yes, there's a cooldown time.
And then try to bring them back for single hits.
So you're basically exploiting a game mechanic now, because that's what it's supposed to do. But it's like, hey, you're dodging the attacks.
The good news is I have tons of time to do this, and they have very little health.
You don't have tons of time. You're burning your calories.
If I can get one hit in with each Pokemon, I can win it.
Jade Youth rollout.
But I need to hit it.
Oh, wait, they have very little health? Oh yeah, they do. So you're not totally fucked. You're making it seem like it was fucking impossible. So it is doable even with a crappy team. You're kind of cheesing it, but yeah, like, this fight is more doable. It's just he's using terrible Pokemon. It's hard, but it's doable. Because if he's got to the point where they're both in yellow...
Crazy, I used my full revives, too.
Wow, he revived Arbok. He knows nothing about Pokemon.
So I'm going to just keep running, reviving, and healing, and then I'm going to bring them all back with full health, and then we should be able to win. Because I legit just need 1 to 2 more hits on them, they're going to be dead.
And this is when the $20 named Pokemon backfires, because he's so toxic an idiot. Like, another streamer would have fun with it, but he's dumb.
That's actually how they designed that. This is awful game design.
This is awful game design. Like, they expect you to be an expert at the game, know the type matchups, figure out, use a team that counters this.
You just run in a circle doing this like this. It's just terrible game design, man.
No, you're just fucking cheesing it, Phil. And it has that calorie counter, so you don't do that.
Wow. Genius level stuff.
I'm gonna speed you up. I'm speeding you up. Until you actually engage. Oh, are they gonna get you? Get him! Get him! Oh, he's fighting them now. He's fighting them, but he has a Mega Vault. Like, he pulls out, he goes through the first thing. That's probably the best thing to hit them for super effective damage. He pulls it out first. Like, fill your bar up and then pull it out, then Mega Evolve. He's dumb. Yeah, there's some moves like that. You could tell that Hurricane just missed because the thing moved. And look, it died, and now we can't Mega Evolve with it. So he has to Mega Evolve with Greninja, Diancie, or Tatsugiri if he has that Mega Stone. And before he could do anything, Diancie's already dead.
She never got to attack. What kind of stupid game I can't attack with my Pokemon?
Because you're fucking dumb. You throw it out right in front of them. So that counts as your switch in. The Pokemon moves. You don't have enough cooldown. It's not turn-based RPGs anymore.
Could they come out, they don't do it, and just stand there? And they don't attack, so I can't hit you.
Yeah, the movement thing is weird because like the movement is based on you. You're not controlling both your Pokemon independently. It's both.
You don't ever attack. What the hell, man? Garbage.
Alright, you get the idea. Phil sucks. Video about that tomorrow. So we're gonna go back to everybody like shit.
You might have swapped his VPN
And this is 17, so we got more of that.
over. Did a $2 super chat, and then you might swap back.
If you want to do a super chat and it shows that this is United States currency, then I know that
I mean, if you're giving 50 memberships, you can give $2 extra.
the memberships are legit.
You're gonna contribute more, please.
You might as well just give him one, like, every day. That's a better use of your money, so you don't get interrogated by
If you have a
Phil.
brand new account, please either do super chats or tips. Please don't do more memberships because this could be abuse.
I mean, I did the super chat you asked for, but that's not enough. Thanks, man. Hope you see what I feel at, Rocky.
Good, so now Alex Rillo is now talking shit. Okay, so now you can take your ban.
I gave you a shit ton of money. Now you're banned.
Now we're not gonna count those subs because they're not real. Alright, we're fucking idiot. Okay.
$2. Mark of the supporter. LMAO. Choo choo. What? Bye bye. LOL. What the fuck?
Okay, so we erase all of those. He's no,
Yeah, you give Phil money, it doesn't count.
no longer the top gifter because they're fake. So now we erase it because it wasn't legit. Yeah, so they were fake. Again, this is why I have to be skeptical. Because when I get a
Are you sure?
new account on YouTube that was created today,
Do you know if those were actually real? If it was Iron Den Sakai, he would not come back after the fact and say, hell, those were real account again.
and all of a sudden they're dropping a bunch of members, they're trying to fool me into thinking they're real.
Talking shit. Eagles asking why DSP is being so toxic about giving money, exactly.
Which means I would be at the end of today. How much you want to bet that guy would have kept dropping membership? And at the end of the stream, I get nothing. I would have made like $1. So, yeah, so fuck him. Well, what a nice game. There was an intro. Scantily clad women.
Yeah, you can see her breasts fully.
Right? Chemical Good says full coverage and dark clothing is scantily clad. If you don't want to play, turn it off. Did you not see the girl on the right, you fucking idiot?
Yeah, sure, you can see her tit forms.
The two on the left were normal. The one on the right is the one you were meant to be fucking distracted by.
You can see her fun bags. It feels like, oh, I can't say anything because Kat will throw a fit if I say she's attractive.
She was very inappropriately dressed, so nice try, kid. Oh, this game is great. Stop scanning chat. Oh, so I'm not supposed
No, the guy could be butt naked and he wouldn't complain at all.
to pretend like there's a stream here, trying to interact with people, because this is obviously fucking boring as dirt. I'm supposed to ignore my stream. That's what you want me to do. Now, here's what it is. Because this is what people, I'm sorry, you buy into hype too fucking much. Perhaps
They buy into hype. And it turns out I fucking hate this game because I'm a variety jackass.
there is an actual good game here, but if I have to wait 2 hours to even play 2 minutes of the game is failed. I'm an hour and 40 minutes into the game, and literally nothing at all has happened in the game that I would ever be interested in. Sit here for an hour with a cutscene. Pacing is a thing, and these game developers don't understand it.
You don't understand pacing either, let's be real.
Getting this game is fucking boring as dirt. It's insanely bad. This is one of the legit worst intro I've ever seen in a game. Stop being ball suckers for 5 seconds and see it from the perspective of a person who's not a massive fan of the series, and then buy into the hype in February. Someone tipped $2 says, you know,
So what's appropriate clothing for washing clothes in the river? A dress that you show no skin and then you have a face covering.
what's crazy, you outright told your audience the guidelines for the marathon. So basically, the trolls derailed the whole marathon.
Wow. Well, you do realize that your trolls outnumber your real fans by like 100 to 1. You left. It's like, oh, the fans vote. Everybody can vote. Hello, Gray Fox.
That was like medieval times, though, the way they had that.
We're not going to get to anything worth seeing during this event. So what dumb fuck nominated and voted for it?
Cyrax the rapper has become a rap member. Alright, so you let your 2 whales nominate the games, and we'll see how that goes.
And that's not even me sliding the game. This is the worst fucking thing ever. They never shut up. They just talk and blather about the video boring shit. This is a video game? Oh my god. It's what...
I like how all these complaints he has are like exactly about his... You could say the exact same thing about his streams. And there'd be like no misunderstanding.
For the worst I've ever experienced. Yakuza has long cutscenes, so does Metal Gear. Most RPGs have them. It's called story setup. Yeah, so why would you...
Yeah, Pokemon has gotten really bad with it. It's like, it makes a game, going back and playing a game, like, unbearable.
Nominated for a marathon, where the criteria were clearly said, we're only going to play each game for an hour. So why would you do that? It's just stupidity. And it's P's fault. No, stupid. No, sorry, stupid.
Good idea. Dumbass on his handcart. There he goes. There he goes. There's the dumbass. Here he goes.
What a year. Trips, gifts, holidays. But all those memories come with a cost. Like high interest.
Hey, the game. Let's get some support now.
I
We
guess
need
not.
no
Are we
support.
gonna get any more support? Can we at least hit 3 goals today?
Skull Island, Rise of Kong.
So that way I can at least say it's as good as like a decent day, because, you know, I've actually had regular days recently where I've had more than 3 goals hit. This is a marathon and we're not doing it. It's pretty bad.
Wow, maybe it's because you got so much money and that's those streams that your fans are tapped out and they can't give you more money.
What the fuck?
This seems like a game of Phil's IQ level. Yeah, it's his responsibility. He set it up so it was nominated. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what would be funny? If he said he was taking his hands off and it was just moving him on itself. But no. He's just gonna sit there and stare at the fucking stream and wonder why
This is
nobody's
fun.
fucking donated.
Man. I really don't know what else to say.
Other than he sucks at everything.
Most of the games today just didn't work out. This was the first game's marathon, and literally these games haven't been back. We're basically out of stuff to do. Again, see what's happened? I took a shot of bourbon, and then I played for an hour
Can you take a shot of Bergen again?
without taking another
Bourbon?
shot. So now I don't have a buzz. I've taken 4 shots today, but they've been so far removed from each other, there's no way I could possibly have any kind of a buzz.
Oh no, he's not drunk.
Listen, I already said, now I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't shut up about this, I'm going to ban you. The shots were $50. I literally just said, you want $50 shots? Fine. Right now, let's get $200. Right now, let's raise $200, and I'll take 4 shots. Otherwise,
Yeah, but they don't want to pay 200. They want to pay 50.
I shut the fuck up. Because there's no incentive for me to do that. You understand? There's not. There's no incentive for me to do that at all. Everyone wants.
But what if you cut it in half and you ended up getting more money after all? Is that an incentive?
To talk, but the people who talk don't support. Oh, but lower the shots. You didn't support at all, stupid.
Yeah, because the only supporters are fucking soccer cops
Why the fuck would I listen to you? If you
that don't speak in chat.
were a supporter and you were like, oh, I'll support more, but I want to see you take a few more shots, so let's increase the amount or whatever.
Yeah, sometimes he would.
Fine. Not the fucking peanut gallery in the back who just fucking does nothing and sits there like an idiot, like a lump. I don't give a fuck what you say. Dumbass. I think we're just gonna hang out. There's nothing else to do. It's gonna give me the 500 right now.
I usually get like that. There's some of these people that are like actually like fans of him, and then like, wait, he's a fucking asshole. I'm not giving him any more money. Fuck this guy. That never crosses his mind. He's got like $300 fucking dollars, or over 400 at this point, and he's throwing a fucking tantrum. He's like, we need 450, guys.
I'll take a shot, and then for every 50 after, I'll take another shot. But now here come the that's not good enough.
Yeah, 433. I mean, okay. Like, you may have having days where you get more than that on 2 streams, but it's like, sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches. Sometimes you're just gonna have a slow day.
Here come the excuses for the fucking peanut gallery who don't support anyone, right? That's all they're gonna do. They're gonna complain more. And you see, it's funny because I just made that arrangement. I changed the deal to be more suitable to what people seem to want. Has any support come in yet? You see my point? Some of the games just...
They're tapped out, Phil. That's why you need to grow your audience. That's so fucking simple.
weren't as bad as anyone made them out to be. I think that people tend to exaggerate for viral views on YouTube because they're a bunch of disingenuous shitbags who just want free view.
Yeah, here's asshole Phil. He comes out when the money doesn't come in. He wants $1,000, not $433.
Used to say something bad, pretty stupid. The king might.
What a fucking asshole.
And yesterday's DoorDash delivery driver, God bless him. Oh yeah, the guy who didn't speak English, didn't use the GPS that the company he's working for gives him to deliver.
How much would you do for a shot? $250.
That has all the instructions on how to deliver food, and he has no idea what I'm talking about when I tell him how to do it. Complete idiot. Ruse is under my wrist. There are no bruises under my wrists.
Yeah, I'm not a heavy drink. I don't do shots.
Dude, you're an idiot. There's no bruises anywhere on my body. What are you talking about?
It's just his hair. He's a very hairy
Oh,
man.
what are those IV boards? Are you taking drugs? Yes. You see all the IV lines on my arm? Yes, because I totally would want to expose my open arms.
Yeah, now see, if I took a shot, I'd probably fall asleep. So.
To all of you on the stream if I was on drugs, right? What a fucking idiot. I guess you guys just don't want me to ever get buzzed again. Seriously, it seems like that, right?
I don't know. It seems like if you just get buzzed, you get fucking angry.
All right, I wash my hands.
Yeah, how dare they not communicate with Phil and take it easy.
And I also give myself a fresh spritz of cologne so I would smell good for the end of the stream. Tell me one.
Oh, you're fucking cringe.
Reason why we can't get 7 subs right now and hit this goal and get some liquor in there. Seriously, what cologne did I go with? Well, so here's the thing: you want information, you have to pay for it. You understand what I'm saying?
you want. He never said about dinner, so are you gonna start charging Jade for asking what your dinner was?
Okay, let's start hitting some goals here. Let's start taking some shots, and then maybe I'll leave.
This sounds like a drunk who's angry that he can't get drunk.
Listen up, and I'll tell you about what cologne I'm wearing tonight. What fragrance am I wearing?
Ivy lied, just hook it up to my veins.
Wearing right now? Well, I would tell you, but people said that me talking about cologne is incredibly boring and an awful idea.
So you don't want to see me get hammered, the idiot.
I'm just never gonna tell you guys what I'm wearing ever. There's no point. I'll just bore the entire audience, and they'll just drag me through the streets by my balls again and tell me what a boring person I am, what bad ideas I have. So I'm not gonna tell you. I do the cologne review.
Hey, you fucking moron. Your food reviews suck anyway. It's like nobody wants to watch a video where they're being described smells.
Idea, no, because you guys made fun of it. You think that it's a joke, right? So if it's a joke, then you can laugh at it forever. And I'll.
You don't remember the Simpsons thing where he won something and they got free beer or something? He's like, hook it to my veins.
Never do it. So because you want to be dicks, you don't get it. Fuck you. No, really. Like anyone who's a dick about it, fuck off. I'm not doing it now. And I'll just keep all my cologne knowledge to myself. And now you get nothing.
Oh no, we don't get boring shit. It's almost like you do that all the time anyway.
So, you lose. Good day.
Yeah, he got hurt his feelings. His feelings got hurt. He was pissed. He's pissed that everybody laughed at how fucking stupid his ideas really are. It's like, this is the thing he hates. He hates being laughed at. Oh, that is such an odd fucking face. He looks like he's, like, depressed, like he's a cartoon character. Like, what the fuck? He's like, I'm owning everybody when he's really not. Not at all. He reeks of Calvin swine.
Your fault. I'll keep my extensive knowledge of colognes to myself, and you all can just have bad sniffing situations.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Phil. People have body wash, mouthwash, deodorant. They don't fucking need cologne.
If the cologne reviews are
And there are people that, like, bathe themselves in cologne, and it's like, it's awful.
proud, can I tell you what I'm wearing from time to time? I don't think I should. I think that people shouldn't have been so...
He's so butthurt about it. Yeah. He's so butthurt about this. He's like, oh, the trackers don't worry about my life. It's like, yeah, no, they do.
Obnoxious to me. And then maybe I would have been doing reviews. I would have been talking about cologne and what I'm wearing. But since people had to be complete scumbags to be on the internet, I think you get what you deserve. So now you get nothing. How about that? But I'm not going to tell you what it is because you don't deserve to know.
Oh, no. You smell like a tree. You smell like sandalwood. Absolutely, I'm terrible.
It's like they say, treat others the way you want to be treated. If you treat me like dirt, well, that's what you're going to get back then. I'm not going to be...
Phil, you treat everybody like shit.
Be nice to you if you're dead. I'm a petty bitch. No, I'm not a petty bitch. I just like torturing insignificant shit back.
You are a petty bitch. You are a petty bitch. You are a petty bitch. The power of the bitch compels you.
Guys on the internet who think that they can actually like treat me more lame. No, you get nothing. You can go fuck yourself. And the thing is, I know that I'm digging into you every time I say that because you want it badly or you wouldn't keep asking for it. And I'm just never going to give you what you want because you don't deserve it because you were a scumbag. So there
Oh, no.
you go. Deal with it. Because I know you'd like to know. And no, it's not
What's with those beat drops?
some cheapy cologne either. Well, Dante did a
I mean, it's a transition, but...
$3 super chat. That gets us $500, everybody.
Wow. We get to see the pig drink.
If you get me to $5.50, I'll take another shot, and I'll tell you what cologne I'm wearing. Are we going to get any more support? Because I'm here for about another 20...
Are you going to give me more money? I didn't get enough money.
30 minutes. Can we get to $5.50? I told you guys I would make...
Yeah, they really want those.
Deal. Yeah, I would reduce the amount needed for the shots, and you notice no one is contributing. So I think you see...
Oh, no. And then some Iron Densikai come in and give you money at the end.
See my point? That it's nonsense. when people are saying, oh, you should make a deal, you should do this, and make a quick, that's not going to help. It never will. Troll McTrollington did another super chat said bending over is rather hard. I think he's trying to make a fun or something. Troll McTrollington is now referencing Rich. Someone had said this, are you one of our review text trolls? An RTU fanboy. All right, guys, are we not going to hit 550? Seriously? By the way, now it's funny I said that, and now Troll McTrollington has shut up completely, has not said a word. Yeah, Troll McTrollington, that's kind of interesting because you said you couldn't talk in chat, but you just did. Basically, here's what happened. Troll McTrollington just gifted 50 memberships. Okay? Troll McTrollington gifted 50 memberships to the channel. All right? But what's happening is Wrigley immediately said, didn't this guy just say that he couldn't talk in your channel? Now all of a sudden he does. And so what Wrigley is saying is, I think what he did is he went on a VPN, and then he went and did drop those memberships. What do you guys think? Do I trust Troll McTrollington's 50 gifted subs? So what do you guys think? Do you trust it or not? Yes, Troll McTrollington, as you can see, I want to accept it. I do. But as you can see, people are skeptical. They're thinking that you cheated. They're thinking that you have a VPN and you swapped over and you got them. What do you have to say to them? Troll says, I'm allowed to talk nice. Your fans are scared and mentally deranged morons who can't see a gift horse in the mouth. I mean, fair enough, but again...
Fans are scared, yeah. I wonder who scared them in the first place. Alright, let's see if he Troll McTrollington come back. I wonder if that shows up on PickPickGo. I don't think Troll McTrollington has been back since this marathon. Nope, no results. Trolling. No, but you know, if I type in Troll or Trollington, will show up.
Again, Troll, what you have to understand, first of all, your name is Troll.
Phil paid the troll toll. You know he pays it every day. That's all he gets in Cat's Hole. Except he doesn't. And that's why she's down in the valley somewhere.
Your actual name is Troll. That's step one. Step two is that we've had people before coming in here, out of nowhere, dropping memberships like this, and they're fake. You know what I'm saying? I guess. Yeah,
because only with you, or people that come in, drop a ton of money that never been in chat before, and then leave and never come again.
Someone have to give them the benefit of the doubt, guys, right? I think it's only fair.
Always ask that chat for permission to ban a paping that's trolling him.
To give him the benefit of the doubt. Thank you to Alex Rello, the gamer, who gifted 5 memberships to the community. I don't know if the memberships you're gifting are real or not. If you were to do...
we're deja vu.
A super chat, and it shows that this is United States currency, and I know that the memberships are legit. All right, so you did a $2 super chat, and he says, here you go, Phil, and it is USD. You're going to contribute more, please, because you have a brand new account. Please either do super chats or tips. Please don't do more memberships, because this could be abuse. Oh, good, so now Alex Rello is
This could be abused. Somebody abused it.
Fucking shit. Okay, so now you can take your ban, and now we're not going to count those subs, because they're not...
Yay!
All right, fucking idiot. All right, I'm just going to
Genius. Your arms are almost entirely fat. There's no way you're 190 pounds at all.
I guess we'll say to Troll McTrollington, thanks for 50 gifted. Hopefully they're real. I guess I'll count them. All right, so here's what we'll do. I'm not going to chug 3 shots and get sick. I'll do a shot or two because I owe you guys some shots.
I think he wanted you to chug 3 shots and get sick.
Oh, that's right. What cologne was I wearing? You ready? Davidoff Cool Water. Now everyone...
How much does that cost? It's probably a shit ton of money. Oi de toilet. It's on sale. Oi de toilet. Cool.
Here come the trolls. What did he say? Davidoff Cool Water. How much is it? How much is it? How much did he spend?
Wow. That's where the, oh wait, that's like 2.4 ounces, $25. Those are the original I saw. Those are probably bigger bottles. Hey, this one is on sale for $20 off. David's Cloud Water.
Front page on every troll channel. DSP is Davidoff. It's news. It's news. Oh my god. And now Troll McTrollington did a $41.85 Canadian cent super chat and says, because your dents are dunsting up the place because they're skeptical. All right, I'm going to do one more shot, then I'm out of here because I got to upload and I got to do everything, guys. And again, oh, you owe us shots. I owe you nothing. If you want the actual things that I promised, you have to do them during the stream. You can't expect that I'm going to take 5 shots at the end of the stream and then I'm going to upload and then I'm going to be able to spend time with my wife. No, that's dumb. So don't be dumb. Support when I can actually drink during the marathon.
No. They want to do this. They want to wait until the last minute so you get pissed off. And then you don't follow the rules, and then there's chargebacks.
And then you'll get it. Or be stupid, and then you don't get everything at the end because you were dumb, and you waited to the end.
And you know why? He wants you to give him money right now because he thinks it means more money later. Because he's like, well, that if I get it early, I don't have to beg for it later, so I can beg for more.
I will see you next month, and I'll see you then.
Next month, he's still fucking miserable.
Okay, so card counter bond plays as we hit our goal for tonight. Can we get moral support messages back on Kick? Oh, card counter bond play. What an excellent question. Did you contribute? Were you the one who hit the goal?
Hey, dumbass. If they're not doing, they didn't donate, don't even respond to it. That's what gets you in trouble. Like, you like loading up on it, and apparently Kick support. People are saying Kick support probably got in contact with them and told them, hey, you can't do this. But then again, I'm sure I wonder if the detractors went to Kick support again when they saw the screenshot that dual streaming may not have been enabled. I don't know. So get money early in the stream for you not to get shots all at once, make shots fill it.
Oh.
It matters to the alcoholic that it does.
No? Oh.
Yeah, we gotta tell Jay to shut up because the goal wasn't hit.
There's almost no...
Yeah, the only time he's happy when he's streaming is when he's laughing at somebody or just chastising somebody and banning them. That's it. Everywhere is getting money. Hello, Jumby9.
We're on Kick right now. I don't know, and it's 2 nights in a row where we have literally one sub, maybe 500 kicks all night, so like $10 from Kick. You realize...
Oh no, $10 from Kick. Wow.
You guys are a third of my audience, right? $10 is not equivalent to you being a third of my audience.
Yeah, you see, guys, we got 90 people here. That's like a half of what DSP gets. Why are we not getting half of what DSP gets? Like, stop giving your fucking fans a lecture, you dumbass.
You know, the YouTube side, there was a lot of super chats tonight.
It's like, there's a lot of super chats. You gotta pay up. And this is why he had thousands of people watching him, and now he's got a few hundred. Because it's like, oh, I don't value you if you don't give me a shit ton of money. It's like, you're an idiot, Phil.
A lot. Kick side. So what's going on over there? Because there used to be people who were supporting. Where did he go? Yeah, again, I gave you the...
Where'd you go? There used to be Iron Dead Sakai sock accounts. He's so greedy. When I used the stream, I'd be thankful for $1. Yeah.
Messages. So you know what?
He thinks he's entitled to everything, when it's not like that.
All set.
Yeah, and there's been botting of his streams.
I fixed my error. No more messages for moral support. Because
what a scummy bastard.
Because you guys are refusing moral support to say something that's funny, joking about it, and saying, oh yeah, moral support, moral support.
They think it's funny because all you do is talk about fucking money. If you didn't, they wouldn't even be joking about that. Because they know it gets under your skin because you're a jackass.
No one supports, so you get nothing. I was nice to you. I was nice enough to you to give you Kick viewers something extra that you wanted, and then you took away. That's not how life works. You don't.
Yeah, he wants it to be a paid streaming service. But it's like you can't at the same time because you know if it's like, oh, $25 to watch the stream, that like, one person would get it and then restream it.
But you're supposed to reciprocate when someone does something nice for you. You're not supposed to now be a dick and try to troll. So now I took it away and you're not going to get it back. Maybe if we start getting consistent Kick support again, like we had, then maybe I'll give you the messages back. Let's see what happens. Because right now, you're doing absolutely nothing to earn my trust or get those messages.
You didn't earn his trust. You squandered it. Great job, guys.
We're supportive over on Kick. Maybe I'll re-enable the Kick moral support messages for you guys. But I got to be in a good mood. You got to
give me a shit ton of money.
Support me, and then I'll support.
I really hope Kick actually stepped in and told them to cut this shit with holding moral support. Hopefully for a second he has such in, or yeah, that's my thought too. Because it just seemed to happen. Like it's like, yeah, why don't you just demonetize the guy for a week?
You're back. We'll reciprocate. Over on Kick, we've got one person who supported all night. You're 50 steps out. You support stuff. So from now on, I'm going to be very abundantly clear with all of you on Kick.
Yeah, he could do members only streams. But then he'll be like, oh, it's not fair because most of them are gifted.
Don't ever ask anything of me ever again. Don't ask for me to add new messages, new emotes, pop-ups, nothing. Because until people on Kick actually support the content, you get nothing. Kickside just sits here.
You get nothing. All it costs is, it doesn't cost me anything, I just have to flip a switch.
Whining, bitching, complaining about things, wanting more, and doesn't support. So you get nothing. Okay?
You get nothing.
Unless we get 50 subs.
Good day, sir.
By the end of tonight, now we'll be 49. You're never getting text messages in your moral support ever again. You got it now?
You're never getting it.
Or left. Yeah, do it. Or shut the fuck up forever. We're not going to listen to your bitching anymore.
Yeah, imagine if you did a members only stream and it's just like, and it's all Slack accounts without membership, so nobody would have gone on it.
A lot of whiny people, random people who don't fix them.
All those whiny bitches in the kick chat.
And I'd say 220, the guy whose name is a detractor to me, comes in and says, oh, I'm not going to support Phil anymore because of the way that he's talking to the cat. Fuck you.
And guess what? That guy will always come back until the car crashes. He will always come back.
You fucking piece of shit come in my chat trying to derail when I was
Oh, he's a piece of shit, but he's giving you money, so you have to suck it up.
and I say to you, what I was talking about on Friday night had nothing to do.
Like seriously, like somebody saying the PayPal too. Like, you look at the PayPal. This is one person using 5,000 fake names.
You weren't even here. I was talking to the troll in the chat. He does it on purpose. His name is 22030. You know it's fucking the same fucking guy. You know it's Iron Chest guy. So fuck you. All right. If that's your issue.
Yeah, but you just you read about it, so you're just quietly banning him. If you just start quietly banning him, he wouldn't come back. This is what he lives for. Is 220 actually Iron Good Sakai? It's like over 95%. That's him.
Don't fucking come back. We don't need time for your bullshit. Okay. Seriously, what a fucking.
If it's not, it's somebody cosplaying as him.
Shit. He comes in and he has to fucking say that. I literally tell him to his face, this has nothing to do with you. This is to do with people who are your trolling on Friday night. And then he
He was one of those people. He was just using a different Slack account. Phil.
comes in while I'm playing this game trying to distract me. Oh, I'm never going to support Blue Thing. No, you're right, you're not. Because if I see you, you're banned on fucking side. Fucking dunce. Except now people, I think they're going to turn my kick chat into a troll meme place. You're not. I'm just going to continue to ban all your sock accounts.
Basically, any random fruit cake that starts giving a huge amount of money, it would say he's Iron Good Sakai.
I'm laughing.
There's no regular people don't do that. Just come in unannounced. Especially he's demanding attention. If you're demanding attention, you go, yeah.
Okay, like seriously, it has been good on Kick, and all of a sudden, people started treating me like shit on Kick, talking shit, being dicks, demanding fucking things, which I gave, and then they treated me like shit again. Like I gave them extra features, and then they decided for 3 days they weren't going to support my content. So I turned the features back off, and I was like, oh, you treat us like shit. No, you guys are shitbags. You guys are entitled, whiny, constantly spamming the chat, acting like shitbags. And you want to grill my content, and I don't allow it on YouTube chat either, and everyone knows it. But I'm not going to take this bullshit. Fucking 20 dicks. Come by, and these people don't.
No, I don't think Iron Good Sakai is only his copy. I don't think that.
So on Friday, I'm talking in the chat. We know it's ICS, right? Like at this point, the guy's name is 220. He acts like a dick, just like ICS. So we know it's fucking him, all right? So we can get him.
Like if only his copy would have been a deck years before this if he was Iron Good Sakai.
On site, he comes back and not gonna have him real my shit. All right, 672. You think I'm out of control? You were not here Friday night. You're just about.
Yeah, 672 is right in this case.
You haven't been around ever. You're not gonna come by and try to do that. You weren't here. You didn't see how they tried to derail all of my streams the last week, being dick, being toxic, being trolling, because they're doing it on purpose. And you come in, you think you know what you're talking about, when you don't. It makes you look stupid. All right, so FYI, you probably see it if you're on Kick tonight. I enabled text-based or emo-based world support messages as long as you're using 500.
I enable. It's like, oh, I had to go through all my trials like I was Hercules for this shit.
Channel points or more. So those are now enabled. All right. And I don't want to hear about it ever again. They're already on.
I don't want to hear about it ever again.
Use your moral support, your heart's content. Now stop bothering me. I'm an old man. I want to play my game. All right. All right.
There's audio of only his copy out there in the wild.
220, no hard feelings.
I'm not Iron Good Sakai. Yes, my name is mean, but I enjoy your content like supporting. No hard feelings, man.
Sounds good.
Yeah, but he enjoys the content for not the ways Phil wants it to. Phil wants you to be a drone and just mindlessly support him.
Please, I don't want to make the stream into drama tonight. I just want to enjoy the rough forward. So it sounds good to me. All right. Why did I enable?
And Iron Good Sakai lives with the drama.
Well, the moral support messages on Kick then because I wanted to be a nice guy to people. I wanted to make people solid.
Something happened. Something happened. Oh, that face. That is an awesome face right there. Yeah, that's a face when you make when you're telling the truth. Absolutely, he's absolutely telling the truth. I think the people contacted Kick support, and that face really makes me think Kick support had a chat with him.
You're the only reason?
Oh, he's so quiet about that. Let's go back and watch that again. I want to see that again.
People, the moral support messages on Kick Them because I wanted to be a nice guy to people. I wanted to do people solid.
Oh my god. What the fuck is with those eye movements? What
Please,
the
I don't want to
fuck?
be streaming into drama tonight. I just want to enjoy Survival Horror.
What the fuck is with that eye
Sounds good.
movement?
Alright.
That is
Why
so
did I
weird.
enable the moral support messages on Kick Them because I wanted to be a nice guy to people. I wanted to do people solid.
Oh my god. That's a lie. That is a fucking lie. Somebody got his ear. It was either Kick Support or Iron and Sakai or Ole Escoffy, and they said, we're not supporting you until you bring that on, or you're getting demonetized if it was Kick Support. If you don't. This is like he hates being nice. He hates like doing the bare minimum for his fans. Let's watch it again.
People, the moral support messages on Kick Them because I wanted to be a nice guy to people. I wanted to do people solid.
Oh my god. Oh man, my bullshit detector is like on fire right now. My bullshit detector, like, this is bullshit. There's a reason, but I'm not telling you it. Yeah, he's doing people solid by giving him a free feature. It's just most checking a box on the site. He has to make himself seem magnanimous.
You're the only reason.
Yeah.
A lot of changes. Yeah.
And he's just so quickly to just not bring it up again. It's like somebody got in his ear. Suffer.
Yesterday,
Suffer,
I calmed
Nico.
down. I stopped being so upset and uppity about stuff. I gave the Kick Chatters their moral support messages, and I had vanity.
I stopped being so.
So, we're all.
Oh, you banned everybody
I
or
was being a
banned
grumpy old
everybody?
man yesterday. I really was being a grumpy old man. Like, basically, I went on break, okay? And I came back, and I came into the office, and I was doing a whole bunch of stuff. And I was like, you know, things are good right now. Streams are going well.
Yep.
My life is going good. Why am I being so...
I'm surprised that they were just like, they didn't, if Kicksport contacted him, I'm surprised they didn't demonetize him for like a week. Because he was basically extorting people for a free feature. It's like, the fuck?
It's a grumpy old man. I don't know why I am. So, I basically decided to kind of, you know,
Yeah,
flip
he's seen the light. He's never going to eBay ever again.
on my attitude, and I think that people appreciate that.
I'm awesome, guys. Give me money for playing video games.
Chill as a Cherry says, do you think
I
you're
like the music. Do you think you'll regret?
going to regret spending most of your life inside of a house, spending no time, meaningful time with friends?
Oh my god. This was not a super chat. This was not a PayPal tip. This is not a Kick thing. He's reading it. He doesn't have to read it.
And listen, first of all,
But he does. He does. He takes the bait.
had a very eventful life before I became a full-time YouTuber and moved out here before 2014.
You're talking about your life in past tense. I had a life.
Most of my life was IRL shit. I traveled playing Street Fighter for like 15
And I didn't like it. I did not like it at all. So I decided, hey, hello, Cora. So, you'd rather just e-bag.
years of my life. Now I am married. I have a full-time job as a streamer, and I'm married.
Apparently being married means you never leave your house. Okay. Alex and Phoenix, if you knew him well, by now you know the answer. You're kind of parasocial, not gonna lie.
My wife is my best friend. Not anyone else. I don't want to have other friends. I just want to spend more time with my wife, who I don't spend enough time with as it is.
So you're telling me you'd rather have 0 friends and a wife than have friends and a wife? Are you crazy?
So you'll understand this one day when you find the right person, and you.
No, Jumby, you're not generous at all. You only gave moral support. You didn't give real support.
Have that person who you want to spend as much time with as possible and can.
Moral support does not help Phil.
See all the time, then you'll get it. But the thing is, you're a single schlub right now. Who's trying to criticize me on my stream? You don't.
Ooh, we're going to Phoenix?
Understand it because you're younger than me. I set it up that way. Like I actually. No, you're not. Oh, you're not married. You're such a
You set it up to be a hermit?
fucking liar. Ban that guy right now. Dude, you are literally sitting on my stream right now,
Trolling the fuck out of you, and he's getting the reaction that he wants. Strange how that happens. It's almost like if people come in, they get what they want.
me basically that my life sucks. Even though I'm the one with the audience, I'm the one making money, getting healthy, happily married, you're gonna tell me
I wonder if he's drunk in this.
married? No. You're wasting your fucking life watching me saying shit like that to me on my street. You're not married. No one would marry you. Alright, you understand that? No one in their
Oh, you'd be surprised, Phil.
right mind would even talk to you of any kind of a fucking gender. You're the one who sits in your fucking basement all day smelling like fucking stinky ass fucking socks, alright? No one else
Unwashed Kate.
fucking talks to people like you. Anyway, fucking idiot. Here's the funny part too.
All the fucking idiots. Hello, Nexus Galaxy. Everybody's a fucking idiot. Phil's chat.
Guy in the stream who's calling me out saying, oh, I'm having interlife interactions or whatever. But you're married.
I hate that he assumes everybody's younger than him single just because they're watching it. Married people can have free time too, Phil.
Right? So why aren't you with your wife right now?
Why aren't you spending 24/7 with your wife? Maybe his wife has actual hobbies that don't involve. That's like, oh, you can go watch Phil. I'm gonna go crochet. Like things like that.
Why are you sitting on my stream criticizing my life? If you're married, why aren't you spending time with your wife? Do you not like her?
Oh my God, you don't like your wife because you spend 3 hours not paying attention to her.
Is she not?
You're acting like fucking week flows every single week, even when there's fucking snow outside for like 15 hours a day. That's not what's happening, Phil. He assumes like if you're doing one thing that you're doing it all the fucking time. So if I went and ate if I went and ate a banquet meal, this would mean I'm eating a banquet meal every single meal, Phil.
Like you? So when we turn it on itself, we easily analyze the situation and figure out what the real problem is. The problem is
Wow, you bought a skin to have a thing say
Oh,
more.
yeah. Spikes up and wishes he had my life. So now he's got to try to bring me down in a way that makes him feel better about himself, right?
I like the ukulele.
You're not funny, so I miss the extended
You're not funny. You're not funny as KKE her.
family gatherings too, but I was the youngest and my cousins all picked on me. For me,
Yeah, and you fucking deserved it. They told these to be picked on more.
I was the only boy. I had all female cousins, 4 of them. Seems like I'm comfortable
And they knew you were fucking crazy.
with an estrogen-heavy environment. You say that again, I did Smart Guys with PPP for a lot of months there, man. That was a rough one. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, PPP has low testosterone because like, that's what happens when you don't work out.
I got something to say. It's so funny because all these people on the internet, drama, right? I make drama content, I make lollipop content, drama content, okay? I'm sorry to say,
You make low-cow content about your finances, you just don't realize it. You just don't realize it.
are you not aware that drama content, gossip content, this whole kind of content, you do realize that is female-centric or gay-centric content, right? It always has.
Gossip. What about the guy who creates it then? You're making gossip comment. Dude. This is the dumbest take you have. You're just trying to be like superior. It's like, oh, you have like this caveman mentality. Where it's like you're like a teenage boy. He's like, oh, girls have cooties or what? It's not that point, but it's like, what? That's what you're doing, Phil. You're so dumb.
Who's the one who's always
Apparently, making drama about your finances.
gossiping behind the closed doors about each other? Who's the one who's all dramatic about each other, insulting each other's looks,
Alex from Phoenix contributed to Turkey.
insulting each other's actions, doing this backstabbing shit? That is girly shit. Teen
Phil, you've done all this shit.
I'm gonna play some Days Gone.
girls do.
Try to get
You
my.
said you're a teenage girl, Phil.
Gay guys do. So if your entire existence on the internet is dealing with drama, right?
Yeah, Phil, your entire existence is dealing about the drama of whether you get paid or not.
Fuck my head.
Sorry, it's not running a business. It is you begging for money.
Making fun of someone and how they look and how they act and how they sound because they're a joke.
I guess I need to tell my wife in the other room doing her own hobby that now we have to spend all our time together for all the non-working time we have. Exactly. This life coach, well, I don't know. I trust Phil more than Dr. Phil.
Look, ha ha ha. Dude, that is the most immature, girly shit. You are so gay. If all
Oh yeah, Phil's a homophobe. And it's like for years he had like the proud ally thing. Like that was just because, for the most part, he didn't want people calling him gay.
you do is sit on the internet.
And then PPP very easily convinced him to take it out of his slideshow. And it hasn't come back.
and insulting people all day. Period.
Oh, on my screensaver just has the Phil frowning with like the weird jean jacket where he just Where you see his neck, it's so odd.
Gentlemen, I would like
The Real Housewives of Wenton.
to introduce a segment to the show. And the name of this segment is going to be called
Yeah, by his own logic, he's gay. Or a
Playing
teenage girl.
with Duty. So today we'll play with Duty. Alright?
That's such a shitty name.
Why am I bringing this up? Because my detractors are so dumb. Alright? They actually don't
Well, Duty sure thought he was getting a Bandai Namco game. And then somebody else said the correct game.
understand. Like, they literally dance like puppets on strings. I can't wait for that. I can't wait to show you this. This is great. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce you to LTG's layout. Here it is. Wow, nice and clean.
Wait, I don't think LGG is bald.
Right? Wow, immediately I know
Maybe he shaved his head.
exactly where to look and what's going on this stream. Like, wow, that's just amazing.
Hello, Zucker.
Yes,
Yes,
everything in
yes,
the
all
world
the
is Kevin's
detractors
fault,
are
that's
gay
correct.
for
Every
Phil.
possible thing that goes wrong on
They all want a butt fuck, I'm sure.
Earth is Kevin's fault. We all know this.
Yep, that's exactly right. It's all Kevin's fault. You got the nail on the hammer right there.
Absolutely correct.
What the fuck? Who made him say this?
There's Tevin. Let's go back and watch that.
Layout. Here
I
it
didn't
is.
know Tevin was gonna pop
Wow,
up.
nice and clean. Right? Wow, immediately I know exactly where to look and what's going on this stream. Like, wow, that's just amazing. Whew. Beautiful. Yes, everything in the world is Kevin's fault. That's correct. Every possible thing that goes wrong on Earth is Kevin's fault. We all know that.
Stupid black screen.
I don't know. Duty's still getting viewership. Like, I will tell you, he's still getting viewership. Like, he's doing better than I am recently. With his AI slop. Alright, so
I lost $50,000 because I didn't buy a domain name. My advice, head to Wix and grab yours now. It's quick and it can make all the difference. Here's why it matters. Back in 2019, I had this killer business idea, but I delayed getting the domain name because I wasn't ready. That was a huge...
it's quantity.
Absolutely correct.
What the fuck? Who made him say
Well, he's gonna keep uploading clickbait until people stop watching.
this? Bro, just getting this stream is done.
The thing is, if it's clickbait, if they realize they've been clickbaited, they're gonna click off.
He's getting baited by everybody. He's reading all dumb shit tonight.
And that goes
Yep. That's how it works.
all the drama content creators. That goes for all the fucking detractor channels.
Oh yeah, he's been around for years.
You're gay. Now, that's okay if you're accepting of that, but you understand that. That's the content you put out, drama.
That's okay.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work because I have the hard drive.
And here's where I explain that it's not okay.
Immature. It's meant for like teenage girls and gay guys. It always was. And the fact that people sit on there, oh no,
Oh my god, you tried to do the exact same fucking thing, but you failed. You failed.
talking about, I'm a big manly man who's all confident in himself, but I still.
I mean, some people still want, like, I know some people leave a comment sometimes, so I don't know. Like, the thing is, I try to do daily, because otherwise that would just fucks me, but,
I'll make this content that makes fun of others. No, you're not. You're not confident in yourself.
but honestly, would I rather do, like, stuff like this, where it's long shit, where it gets more views over time? Yeah.
If you were, you wouldn't make fun of others. You'd be confident enough in your own content that you don't have to bring others down.
But it's like, you see here, 7.2K views in 8 days. Like, the Phil algorithm is where it's just, like, it just flops.
The only people who have
But
to
I
do that
digress.
are people who are not confident in themselves and or have this feeling of like,
Phil, you aren't confident in yourself at all. Like, this is the pot calling kettle black, you idiot. Dude's clickbait. Yeah, the weird thing is, like, he's mashing stuff together. Like, he's obviously using editing software. But it's like, he keeps the shit. It's like, you're bothering to link all this shit together to make the video 18 minutes long. But it's like, you can find enough shit in anyway. And it's like, it's not like you're making extra videos out of it.
like immaturity.
Oh, it's not about pissing off DSP at all. It's about collecting ad revenue. He's not uploading 6 videos a day to piss off Phil.
drama.
He's just clipping Phil constantly to just soak up views, and he knows his viewing audience is not going to increase because the trans community is not 100,000 people. So he's like, oh, if I upload 3 videos, and not all those people will watch it, but people who watch it will watch 3 videos, then I maximize my view count. So it's not trying to grow horizontal. It's not trying to grow and growing your viewer base. It's trying to just expand how much your viewers will watch.
Again, teenage girl shit. If that's all you do, there's a problem. The problem is you. You just sit there crapping on other people. You're the little sissy. Not the person you're making fun of, because they're just trying to live their life. You're the sissy girl in the equation. But the thing is, that used to be known. That actually used to be known mainstream. Like, you look at that like, alright, you got your little shit.
I never really understood why DSP hated him so much. It's because he's the biggest guy besides Tevin. There's Memeology too, but Memeology is known for another shit. But he's the biggest guy in the clipping sphere. Like he's bigger than Mighty D.
Guy on the internet acts effeminate, he talks celebrity gossip and shit. But now it's become like, oh, but now it's mainstream acceptable.
And you just look at his name, Duty Streams. It means shit streams. Phil streams are shit. He's a joker, we should laugh at him. Like the Stort stuff is just, oh, you could just say, oh, Stort Hogan is just laughing at me like he wrestling in the story. He's not saying I'm a bad creator.
Who turned it into big business. No, it's still stupid. It's still immature. It's still gay. It's a...
And Phil's like complaining about like, oh, you make fun of, I think poop jokes are funny. It's like, how dare you make fun of my poop joke?
Gay is gay, but you have to accept that it's gay. Oh!
Oh my god. Yeah, Duty's making money off of DSP. Duty's making money off of DSP, putting less effort than Phil is. This Duty's not running his mouth. He doesn't have to beg for contributions. Hey, why are you saying that this is perverted as fuck with the woman? Double standard. There we go. As you choose orgasm. Yeah. Like what? Okay. Apparently, men's muscles are something to like laugh at, and but female showing a little bit of cleavage or having you see their breast forms is something that must be destroyed.
Okay, you guys want a first class invite to the gun show, do ya? Alright, let's go.
Just go to the gay bar, pal. See how it goes. You're right at the top of your life.
It's effeminate. Dudes who are straight and confident in themselves don't have to talk shit about other guys constantly, because they got their own shit going on. Why do I care about what anyone else outside of my stream is doing?
Yeah, thank you, Phil, for your self-proclaimed alpha male speech right here. Oh, we're gonna get you a behemoth. Yeah, you're very enlightening here, man.
I don't. You guys come into my stream.
Shit intense.
Do you hear what this guy said about you? Do you hear what that guy said? I don't give a fuck. Dude, today I ran a great stream, an entertained audience. I made bank. Everyone had a great time. Why the fuck do I?
Yeah, I don't get why there's a bug. Did DSP used to drink like a bug all the time?
Care what anyone else on this planet did today. I'm the one in charge here. I'm the big chief.
I'm the one in charge here. Now here's me ranting about bullshit that doesn't matter. Because I have to make myself feel better about my sucking existence. I may be getting 6 figures, but it's like, I'm not happy doing it. I spend it all so I have no money, I'm broke.
I don't have to sit
spend it on bullshit too.
and crap on other people, because I'm happy and I'm successful.
No, you tried that, you fucking sucked at it.
If all you do is crap on other people...
If you were able to do that, you would have totally done that, absolutely.
That's because you ain't got shit for yourself, because you're a bitch. You're a little coward. You're a little fucking sissy girl. If all you do is shit on others all day, you're an insecure little cowardly bitch. And you will never have anything to do for yourself besides dump on others. The day that others don't do embarrassing things, you have nothing to do. Because you have no content.
Yeah, he spends 30 minutes ranting about stuff he doesn't care about.
It's called non-pay. It's just bringing up other people's shit. That's
You're
not content. That's non-pay. That's you only rely on others.
Now, that is what trolls say about his content. He's using their words. He's watching the tractor shit. Oh!
Just have success for today. Don't rely on others to have a bad day for me to have a good day. But sadly, there's just a lot of people that's their entire existence on the internet. That's the worst kind of fucking internet content. It really is. It's just a bunch of bitches, a bunch of little sissy gay bitches.
Cool, Phil.
And again, there's nothing wrong with that. You're
Yeah, he is a sugar daddy.
the sissy girl
He thinks he's the financial dominator, but he's the sugar baby.
in the equation. As long as you're okay with that, but
Yeah, Boogie's gonna be his new sugar daddy.
isn't it funny that if you ever say that to them, what? Oh, what? Me, a fem.
Wow, you're saying something homophobic and sexist. Wow. You got pushback for that. He probably thinks he's a victim because he's white. Like, that's Phil's mentality.
Me not confident in myself. Yeah. That's why you have to do this stunt. That's why you have to act like some fucking bitch on the street, constantly talking shit about other people. G.I. Joe Winter did a $5 Australian super chat. I want to send you a big tip last week.
They should have him in raw suits as well, by the way. Yeah, they hit him for a lot of reasons. I wanted to send you a big tip last week when I had a lot of cash on hand, but it's like...
A lot of cash, but I didn't want to support Fair Fear with friends. Well, then you could have tipped when I played fighting cash. What the fuck is wrong with that now? God damn, these people are fucking idiotic morons, man. You could have tipped when I played Mario Kart during the premiere. He actually drove off the road in order to laugh at me. What a dickhead. You could have tipped when I played,
Sounds about right. He freaked out. What was that game about the Lotus puzzle? He flipped out about that.
American Truck Sim. You're gonna tell me you're married? No. You're wasting your fucking life watching me saying shit like that to me on my street. You're not married. No one would marry you. Alright, you understand that?
Yeah, and a little guy would go prove that they're married. But this other person's like, yeah, I don't give a shit to Phil. This is the idiot. You died.
I mean, there was a million other games I played. I'm appreciative of this super chat, but it's pretty obvious that you're full of it. I don't play 2 games. I play way more than you. So definitely you can like more games. Big stream. See you.
I mean, I think the big thing, I remember watching Duty, is like, I'll stop for years ago, stop with the fucking gifts and the clutch and likes. And now it's like he doesn't care about that shit. Like, feels like a copyright strike, who's just like ripping off Phil.
Need it. And by the way, Kyle, I didn't bitch out.
To be honest, you bitching out G.I. Joe Winters was off-putting, so no wonder people aren't supporting.
G.I. Joe Winters, the fact that you're saying that in chat means that you're an idiot. I'm gonna be honest, you're an idiot. I literally
He gave you money, you complained about it.
didn't bitch him out. He said something that's factual.
Agree. I don't think singling out a viewer and Nick calling them after contributing is cool. Yep, we're gonna single out everybody in this chat. You contributed, I'm gonna call you out for recommending this game. Hyperfixate. Is Hyperfixate in the chat? We're gonna call him a bitch now.
I'm back during another stream.
He gave $5. He should have given 6.
Hey guys, means that basically
This is okay for giving money. Oh, Brandon McKnight, you're a soccer cow. You're a troll. You're a troll. You're a troll. You say the king is not behaving, the king is not being respectful, the king is doesn't appreciate contributions, you banned.
are the one who's trying to stir up negativity in the chat, not me. I didn't bitch out anyone. You're the problem.
You bitch out as he bitches out somebody.
Get it? When you come in here with that kind of one-sided negative eye, you're the problem. I'm appreciative of this super chat, but it's pretty obvious that you're full of it, so I think you should change your attitude. Okay, I will see you all tonight for Friday Night Fights. Peace out and see you then, everyone.
Thank you, members. Odin. Alright. 1331. I never see that with the other guy. DSP demands Asmongold step up and defeat duty streams of detractors. Asmongold, yeah, let's see, like right here. This got 14,000 views since the DSP was off. Yeah. He put a stupid filter on it. This is just the raw fucking video.
What is going on, everyone?
Yeah, this is what it is. It's just pure theft. It's just raw. This is pure theft. This is the exact same fucking video that Phil put on his fucking channel, and Phil does absolutely nothing on it. He does not copyright strike at all. Awesome job, Phil. Awesome job, Phil. Here, guys, go use the reviews to make first yourself and have a good time. That's how it is. That's how it is, and he does not get it. Alright, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and enjoy the rest of the movie. I'm going to turn off the station, and I will see you all next time. It's not theft with that border. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it absolutely is. If I put that border over a movie, that would be theft. If I was showing it. Absolutely.
Damn it.